So I have made a grave mistake by not going to the bathroom before I started stream today. So give me 1 second. I might have to drop you guys off at the waiting screen for just a little bit longer. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, my hands are wet because I just washed them. I had that one brewing in my brain as I was walking back. While I was walking back, I was like, wouldn't it be messed up if my hands were wet because I washed them? don't have any useless fun facts for you today, unfortunately. Good evening, good evening, good evening, Aga, good evening, Madpu, good evening, Perfect Toaster Setting, good evening, Bluechi, good evening, Young, good evening, Lucky Randomize, good evening, Little Toothbrush, good evening, Krokuta, good evening, Riot One, good evening, Grand Elex, good evening, Azza, good evening, Zippy, good evening, Alzora, good evening, Snowy, good evening, Voice of the Void. You gotta go because as your plane is starting to... Where you going? Have a safe trip. I know that Mossy recently went on a trip himself. Yeah. Good evening, Archimedes. Good evening, Madpu. Good evening, Fishcat. Good evening, Morakune. Good evening, Lucky. Good evening, Shoken. Good evening, General Dank. Good evening, Riot Moss. Good evening, Melanie. Good evening, Grimtail. Good evening. Good evening, Veda. Good evening, Nasa Amaya. Okay, so I have recently encountered a problem, my dudes. I've recently encountered a problem, and that problem is, unfortunately, I have succumbed to what the kids call addiction, and I know that I have an addictive personality, which is why I choose not to play games. Okay, this is why I choose to not play games unless I'm playing games on stream. No. I did not catch Ligma. I am not addicted to DN. I know what DN and Ligma stand for, by the way. I'll have you know. Yeah, I've succumbed to a bit of an addiction, and I'm a little bit ashamed, you know. I'm just a little bit ashamed because this hasn't, well, you swear if this is a bit. No, it's not a bit. It's not a bit. It's not a bit. I am actually addicted to a video game right now, and I feel like I'm hermiting, you know. I'm hermiting. No, I'm not playing. I'm not playing Genshin Impact. Do I know what a loaf means? A loaf of these nuts or something like that, right? It has something to do with these nuts, right? Is it Durg? No, it's not Durg. Actually, it's even worse because I haven't taken my meds yet today. It's even worse because of my addiction. I haven't taken my meds yet today. I don't even think I left my room today. Like, it's actually really bad, bro. It's actually really bad. And I can feel myself rotting away as a creature of intelligence. In fact, I can't even call myself a creature of intelligence. I haven't left my room. I barely had any water. You know, just at the start of stream when I went to pee. That was the first time I went to pee all day. Except for when I just woke up. So I peed like twice. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. I should not have... I feel like that's very out of context information. It's very out of context information, but it's contextualizing information for how bad I have it. Okay, yeah, I did leave my room. I wasn't gonna do the old water bottle trick. No, is the pee brown? I don't look at the toilet bowl after, you know, actually, now that I think of it, I probably should, because it's probably a good habit to. I didn't have any proper food. I ordered Hungry Jack's this morning, and I picked it up from the door, and I just kind of, that's the only thing. And then I took it into my room. No, this is the only time I've had Hungry Jack's this month. Wait, no, it's not the only time I had Hungry Jack's this month. Actually, a few weeks ago at 1 a.m. after stream, my sister came into my room and she asked me, hey, do you want Hungry Jack's? And I said, why? And she said, I want Hungry Jack's. And then she made me order Hungry Jack's at gunpoint. This actually happened, by the way. It's also good to see what... I know, it's good. I don't want to think about it, though. You know, I don't want to... Well, buddy, Hungry Jack's equals Burger King. It does equal Burger King. So, I've been having a little... If she paid free treat... No, she didn't even pay. She didn't even pay. I had to pay for it. What did I get from Hungry Jack's? I got the value cheeseburger deal, double cheeseburger deal with onion rings instead of chips. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just finding an excuse to blame my sister because she told me to get Hungry Jacks. So I said, "Why? I don't want Hungry Jacks." And then she told me that it would be great to have Hungry Jacks right now. So I got Hungry Jacks. Onion rings over fries. Actually, I do prefer fries because I can do my special fry trick with the fries, and it's more enjoyable that way. But onion rings are special, you know. Onion rings are special. Onion rings are special. So I decided to have onion rings that particular day. But anyway, what's my fry trick? It's the one where I bite off the two ends of the crunchy bits, and then I chew on one edge. I take the skin off one edge of the fry, and then I lick off all of the soft potato bits on the inside, and then I eat the skin separately. That's my fry trick. You can't do that with an onion ring. Actually thinking about it, right? I haven't actually done anything of the sort with an onion ring. Okay, it's not a trick. It's not a trick, but to me, it's a trick. To me, it's an unlimited potato trick. Okay? It's an unlimited potato trick. You get 3 different textures of potato for one singular fry. It's maximizing the surface area of your fry. It sounds excessively more gross. Scrape off the batter and eat the onion itself. Yeah, exactly. I would not do that to an onion. You can eat the inside onion, then the breading of the onion ring is not very good. Yeah, I don't think it's very good compared to eating it like the fries, you know? You think combining all the textures is better and less gross? I think separating the textures and still having the undertaste of potato is better. But that's just that's just my onion though. Yeah, it sometimes ends up de-onioning the ring. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about the efficiencies of eating an onion ring or the efficiencies of eating fries. And in fact, I haven't had my meds yet today, so I probably should go I should take my antidepressants instead of my ADHD meds because I think that ship has sailed. Yeah, so anyway, I have a problem right now. Okay, I've been playing a video game, and I can't stop playing this video game, and I keep telling myself, okay, just this one more thing, just this one little thing, and then I will stop. What is the game? I'm getting to it. I'm building up to it. I have not been this bad since. I haven't been this bad about a video game since Against the Storm. Is it a gacha game? No, it's not a gacha game. I woke up this morning and I downloaded the game on my laptop. The laptop that I use to do uni work. And then I sat in bed for 2 hours playing the game and ignoring people. And then after I put away my laptop because I said enough, I need to clean up the mess that I made last night from stream. I got up, I got onto my computer, and then I kept playing the game. And then after I kept playing the game, I thought, no, this cannot be. I have to have some food or at least some water. And then I thought, you know what? It's so cold today. And my dad just went out today and my sister's not awake, you know? And if my dad leaves the home, it's a rare opportunity for me to get Hungry Jacks and not have him get mad at me. So I ordered some Hungry Jacks. And so I picked up my Hungry Jacks from the door. I went to the toilet. I went back to my computer. And I just sat there for the next 12 hours. And it got to the point where when I left my room just now, you know, just before the start of stream, when I left my room, my eyes were kind of glazed over. You know that feeling you get when you stare at the computer screen for too long and your eyes kind of feel like they've glazed over and your brain feels like it's shrunken a little bit. I feel like my brain has shrunken a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, Yeah, and so this is my confessional, bro. This is my confessional. I'm confessing. I don't know. Listen. I know. I treat you guys like a journal, and today I am treating you guys like a confessional box. I am confessing my sins. I say 3 Hail Marys and my sins I forget. What's a Hail Mary? Hail Mary, Hail Mary, Hail Mary. Dear Neg pals, today I played a video game and I didn't take care of myself. But I felt well enough that my body aches are no longer around. Oh, Liberator, good evening, welcome. How's my eyes now? Oh, my eyes are okay. My eyes are doing quite well right now. I had a little bit of a refresher, and you know what? Talking to you guys, it doesn't require me to concentrate on too much, so I can even talk to you guys with my eyes closed. See? But I can't really read your messages unless I learn Braille and then have the messages sort of like pop up on a little screen that has Braille scroll by. That would be pretty cool. Actually, I do kind of want to learn Braille. I think it would be a really neat trick. So now I'm in my 3rd job advancement. Am I Dragon Knight now? No, I started a new character. Wait, Morakune, you're not supposed to ask that question yet. No, you're not supposed to ask that question yet. You're not supposed to ask that question yet. So I've been playing. I've been MapleStory. MapleStory. I don't know if I'm laughing or if I'm crying. I wasn't min-max. No. First of all, thank you for the resub. Never mind that. Thank you for the resub. And second of all, no, I wasn't min-maxing, okay? I was enjoying the scenery. Everyone, not just little kids. I know, but it's just, it reminds me of a simple time, you know? It reminds me of when I was a child, and I could just, it reminds me of waking up at 8 a.m. on the weekends, being a 9-year-old, being like, yippee, there's no school today, I get to play MapleStory, and I'm awake before my sister, which means I'm awake before everyone else, which means I get to use the internet off-peak and with nobody else eating into the ping. You know, and with no one else eating into the bandwidth. I get to get almost zero ping experience on MapleStory. And I felt like a kid again. Yeah, playing with my mom and my sister and getting on a little bit early so I can outlevel my friends a little bit. I mean, outlevel my family a little bit. Yeah, and now I get reminded that I'm a 20-something-year-old that plays Maple. Nuh-uh, I'm not playing MapleStory alone. Nuh-uh. I'm playing MapleStory with Asta and Rook. Actually, Ruka hasn't logged on in a bit, and Asta has work today. So, yeah, actually, I was playing alone today. Yeah, okay, actually, for the most part, I was playing alone, and actually, yeah, I'm probably, out of all the friends that I invited, I'm probably the one that has been brain rotting MapleStory the most. But you have to understand, I feel like out of everyone, I have the most addictive personality type, okay? I have the most addictive personality type, and that doesn't mean that other people get addicted to being around me, because if other people get addicted to being around me, then I would not be playing alone. Yeah, so I have a bit of an addictive personality, and let's just say that the one more level grind is It's addictive. That's a me problem for playing when they're working. Nah, Ruka doesn't have a job right now. And I don't know what she's doing. I should probably be a lot less shy about inviting people to play. You checked out a custom server of the MMO that gave you your alias, and you're taking the good with the bad. You'll be checking it out further today? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's go. It's funny mods pieced out. God damn it, I had a mod here earlier. Where's Nyonk? ニート強い。そうニート強い。Hey, look. What do you mean? You lied to me. This is the one time that I'm gonna get one guide tonight. Sorry, bro. I wrote you off too soon. So my friends have jobs and responsibilities, and I'm just withering. I am not withering in my brain rot. Do you guys want to see a conversation I had with Asta last night? Or is it rude to out her as well? Is it rude to out her as well? Okay, so I had this conversation with Asta last night. Okay. I shouldn't out her. But the gist of the conversation goes, we've both been brain rotting MapleStory, and at work, all she keeps thinking about is the pickup sound that goes bring when you pick up items in MapleStory, and she's also admitted to me that she's brain rotting too. It's just that I have a little bit more time to brain rot. Like, will you guys believe me when I say that this is the first mate talking to you here right now, gathered, dearly beloved, all of us together right now for the holy matrimony of, sorry, wrong life event. Would you? I don't even remember how to speak to people anymore, bro. I don't even remember how to speak to people anymore. Thank you for the follow disembodied voices. I'm the rotten fruit that infects the rest of the vault. No. But I am. I was the one that dragged everyone into the big dark abyss. No. I can't show you guys. I can't take you guys on a walking tour just yet. My level is not high enough right now. Okay? My level is not high enough right now. I can't show you guys yet. Crab bouquet. No. No, it's not a crabs in a bucket thing. Okay? Think of me as a lemming. Yes, I am a lemming that is like, hey guys, check this out. Let's walk off this cliff together. And I am simply at the front of the line. And everyone just following me and walking off the cliff. Very different thing. Cause have you guys heard of the crabs in a bucket metaphor? So the crabs in a bucket metaphor is a metaphor that sort of goes, oh, you know, you're like crabs in a bucket, because when you put crabs in a bucket, I believe like every crab wants to try getting out of the bucket, but because like the crabs are stepping on each other to try get out of the bucket, the crabs underneath the crab will end up pulling the other crab that's almost getting out of the bucket down, and so none of them ever get out of the bucket. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, have you guys heard of the Japanese tale Kumo no Ito? So the spider's string, the spider's thread, where it's a story about in one of the layers of hell. I think one of the people in one of the layers of hell was given a spider's thread, and he was told if he can climb this spider's thread out, he will be able to escape hell. And so all of the other prisoners in hell saw him climbing that thread, and they all piled on to the thread as well. But because there were so many people, the thread snaps and now no one can get out. So that's the crabs in a bucket thing. I would argue that we are not crabs in a bucket, because I will not get in the way purposefully of my friend's success. You know? Yeah, it's a bit of a prisoner's dilemma. Yeah, it's a bit of a prisoner's dilemma. You know the crab story, but you never heard of the Japanese spider one. Yeah, Kumo no Ito. So it's translated to spider's string. It's the spider string parable. Yeah, so you guys are arguing that I am crab in a bucket, but I am arguing that I am the first lemming. Okay? So, okay, granted, I do know that lemmings don't actually walk in a straight line, but you know the stereotype about lemmings, right? Like, they can only walk one way, and then they will walk in a single file, and they will walk off a cliff, and they will follow the leader to their death. Yeah, so I am the first lemming. I am the one at the front of the queue. I am the first lemming. Still fake, you know, exactly, and that plays into the metaphor precisely, because it's fake, I didn't do this to everyone, it's fake, we are all here willingly, okay, we are willingly playing MapleStory, and also, by the way, Rika hasn't played MapleStory in a while. Rika hasn't played MapleStory in a while. I check her level in the guild rankings, and she's still stuck at level 58, and I'm kind of sweating because I got my main character to level 66, and then I realized, you know, warriors walk so slowly. I'm gonna make an archer just so I can walk a little bit faster. And now my archer is level 58. And now I've essentially made two characters that are around the same level. But I will argue that I didn't actually waste that much time. I was taking in the scenery, so I was actually playing suboptimally. You know, I was playing suboptimally, so I could admire the scenery and relive the glory days of when I was 9 years old. I peaked at 9 years old playing MapleStory. Okay, when I think of the happiest time in my life, I think of when I was 9 years old playing MapleStory. I was enjoying myself, yeah, and now I feel like I've enjoyed myself a little bit too much now, because I've been, once again, ignoring DMs. I've even been ignoring people. I've been ignoring biological needs, like going to the toilet, taking my meds, drinking water. I enjoyed myself a little too close to the sun. Okay, now, hold on a second. First I'm a lemming, now I'm Icarus. We have to keep a consistent theme here, bro. At least I didn't cancel stream today. I didn't. And also, mind you, I will pinky promise you right now, I have never, ever cancelled stream in order to play MapleStory. Okay? I have never cancelled stream to play MapleStory. The reason I cancelled stream is because I was sick, but other games? If I cancelled stream to play other games, then I was probably not feeling well anyway on that particular day. Right, bro? Okay, so bros, there is one reason why I don't want to play MapleStory on stream. And it's not a very good reason. And I wanted to play MapleStory on stream. I wanted to give you guys a walking tour through MapleStory on stream. But I was thinking, if you guys knew my IGN, you guys would be able to keep track of me, and if you saw my level went up, you'd be able to point at me and be like, someone's on MapleStory. You'd be able to track me. And I don't know, I don't think I need that kind of pressure in my life. No, that's so rude though. That's actually so rude though. Can I just say? So when I was a kid playing MMOs, right? So to those of you who have played MMOs, please tell me if you have had this experience, but I think my social anxiety started when I was very, very young, because in MMOs that I would play when I was a kid, I would make a friend with someone, and then after I add them to my friends list, and they give me free stuff for being friends with them. Then they give me free stuff for being friends with them, and then I give them some free stuff back, and then we play together for a day. I would blacklist them and I would block them. Because I didn't want them to see when I was online. I didn't want them to see when I was online. I didn't want to be perceived by them. I mean, it only happened sometimes, okay? It only happened sometimes, but it happened more often than I would like. Hey, look, it's not like I was taking their stuff for nothing, okay? I gave them stuff back, and then we were like best friends for a single day, and then after that day, I was like, the pressure of keeping a friendship is too much for me. I have to block you. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me, bro. Imagine if someone did that. I know, it's evil. It's absolutely evil. Oh, which is why if I want a gaming experience where I want to be left alone, I just don't make friends, you know. First time so Neg Nasu is no. I'm not always like this. I promise you, I'm not always like this. I'm not always like this. It's relatable for you too, but not with MMOs or blocking, but going invisible unless you wanted to talk to someone. You don't add randos from Dota and CSGO anymore because you don't want to maintain a random friend you met from a match. Anyway, so, I mean, look, it doesn't happen with everyone that I meet, okay? I pinky promise you, it didn't happen with everyone I met, but it happened enough that it made me realize that, perhaps my social anxiety started from when I was very young. It's because I just didn't understand how people were able to keep up with their friends, you know? And I didn't know how to say no, because like I'll be training over here, you know? I'll be doing my quests, I'll be grinding over here. And then someone will be like, "Oh, hey, why are you doing quests there?" And instead of me saying, "Oh, I just want to," "Oh, it's just relaxing," I get panicked because it feels like I'm being called out for playing suboptimally. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't handle the pressure. So my fight or flight kicks in, and I guess the option that I choose is fight, which is block. Oh, now that I say it out loud, it sounds really messed up, bro. Like now that I say it out loud, it sounds really, really messed up. Like it's actually really odd. Like it's actually really odd. And I think even now, you know, I think even now, I've gotten a lot better about that. But whenever somebody asks me, "Oh, hey, what are you doing right now?" I feel a little bit of that fight or flight. I still feel a little bit of that fight or flight because it's sort of like, why am I being watched? What do you need to know? Oh, hey, what are you doing right now? Oh, hey, I'm talking to you guys, and I'm squatting on my chair right now. You can't see my legs, so you don't know how I'm sitting with a hunched back. You usually respond with not much in that scenario. I mean, I promise you, I'm not like this anymore, okay? I promise you I'm not like this anymore. But it is a thing that I have noticed that I do. Streaming while playing MapleStory on the laptop? No, I'm not. Look, I'll have my hands. I can't show you my hands. My camera's not here, but my hands aren't here. Hi, Ninen. Thank you for the vids. Why are you calling me stinky? Usually, I would be mad at you for calling me stinky. Okay, but today I will allow it. I will allow it just this once because I probably am. I deserve to be called stinky today for the way that I behaved today. You're also socially anxious and you struggle to handle it. People will message you, and if it takes over 5 minutes, well, if it takes over 5 minutes for someone to respond to you or something like that, you get anxious about it. And I'm still trying to think, like, how did I get so skittish about being contacted? You know? Like, how did I get so skittish? I'm still trying to recount times in my childhood. But I'm sort of drawing a blank. I guess it comes with the territory of sort of like feeling ashamed, and so like anytime someone asks you an innocent question, like they're genuinely interested in you, right? Like I tend to get a little bit like which is once again, I think it ties back into that whole issue with being perceived thing that I mentioned before. Hey Silver V, welcome. Good evening. Hey Maidenless, that is rude. I could say the same thing back to you. You know you did, because you kept being told as a child you should be doing important things instead. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, as a child, I was told a lot of that as well. Like, you know, the innate feeling that you are doing something wrong, you know? Maiden neutral? Oh, I like that. Maiden neutral. Maiden less, maiden full, maiden neutral, maiden void. Wait, maiden void is about the same as maiden less. Yeah, Maiden Abyss? I love that anime. You do get guilty when you're doing something vain. Ah, Toshita Dona, good evening. Welcome. Good evening. Yeah, what do you mean by doing something vain though? As in doing something for the sake of yourself, or doing something vain? Like, what, dressing up? Putting on makeup? Face painting? I don't know. As somebody who has a lot on my plate, as somebody who generally has a lot of stuff on my plate, usually, right? I guess I tend to feel ashamed of myself unless I'm working actively towards my to-do list, and that can get very counterproductive because, you know, you end up psyching yourself out and you end up procrastinating. It's about defining what is important. Self-care and enjoying me time can be important as well. That is true, but also, you can't just run away for 12 hours a day and play video games and ignore people, right? A lot of stuff on my plate. I mean, I did get a lot of Hungry Jacks today. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably take my meds, hey, shouldn't I? Okay, give me 1 second. I don't know, I should probably go take my meds. Okay, I got him. Oh, did something happen while I was away? No. No. Not really. Not really. Ah, I'm back, yeah. Not really. Would it be reasonable to add take a break on my to-do list to every few items? Yeah, but usually my to-do list items are very large. I'm not very good at breaking up the items, you know? So why can't I hermit occasionally? I think it's because I've been hermiting too much. You know, bros? Like, I feel like I've been taking a hermit break every 2 weeks now. Like, without replying to people, being minimally online, being minimally contactable, being minimal on my responsibilities and all that. I feel like it's about time that I snapped out of my burnout. It's about time that I stopped hermiting. Okay? Can you guys cast me your magic spell right now? I need a bit of your help. Cast a magic spell right now to make me stop hermiting. Unbalanced. That's kind of similar to what you're going through, but with autistic burnout. Abracadabra! I want to stop being a hermit, because here's the thing, right? If I was introverted, this would be less of a problem. Okay, if I was an introverted person, this would be less of a problem. But unfortunately for me, I am in fact extroverted, which means I need a healthy dose of social interaction regularly enough to replenish my brain, you know, to replenish my positive aura points. Wow, what the heck is a positive aura point? Best you can do is mend wound. I'll take it. I have a hangnail and it's been hurting me all day. Bibbidi bobbidi, your breathing is now a conscious activity. I hate you. I'm gonna throw a rock at you. I was just at the museum. That would be enough for 2 months for you. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like enough. Because when I went to the museum, I came home and I'm like, alright guys, time to not speak to you for the next 2 weeks. You must construct additional pylons. Mend crack on me? Does that help with my hangnails? What kind of quota am I trying to reach? I mean, I guess I'm just trying to reach a quota of— Stop it! Stop it! Hey! That's rude! Don't say that! You're pretty much the opposite, you can't relate. That's all good, bro. That's all good. I don't know, I just feel like— Okay, listen. This is gonna sound a little bit embarrassing. Alright? This is gonna sound a little bit embarrassing. Well, it's not super embarrassing, but I kind of look upon the time when I was very active in the Discord server. Every day we would have a laugh over something that I found on the internet, and every day we would be talking about one thing or another, you know, and I would at least respond to my friends' DMs, you know, maybe check their social media profiles, drop them a like, send them a message, check in on what they're doing, check in on how they're doing, check in on what they're doing, check in on how they're doing, check in on when they're doing, and be like, okay, I understand this is what they're doing. But I don't know, it's just lately I haven't even been putting in the effort to keep up with what people are doing, you know, and that doesn't feel good. It makes you feel like a selfish person, which, like, granted, you know, to a certain degree we are all very selfish, but I feel like I want to start giving more effort to my friends, you know. The cord is still there for me to interact with if I need. I know. I know. And I guess maybe, you know, maybe I'm trying to strive for some sort of an ideal that does not exist. You know? Maybe I'm looking for some kind of an ideal that is entirely fictional. Actually, who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe I'm holding myself to a standard that is indeed fictional. Because in my brain, you know, in my brain, it feels like everybody is constantly sort of in touch with their friends every single day, responding to messages all the time, right? And sometimes I get a little bit anxious, you know. Sometimes I wake up Sometimes I wake up! Unfortunately, every day I wake up. But that's okay. Every day we wake up, every day is a new attempt, and as long as you don't wake up at 12 a.m., okay, granted, some people do work the night shift, so they actually do have to wake up at 12 a.m., yada yada yada. But as long as you keep waking up every day, that's a new attempt, and that's a new soft reset. But anyway, every day I wake up, and then I have to go through the same routine every day, and it's boring. It's boring. Let me tell you, bro. It's boring. And I know. I'm whining about something that everybody goes through, right? But you know, like, I'm gonna admit something really gross to you guys right now, okay? Maybe it's the ADHD talking. Maybe I wasn't raised right. But I have trouble brushing my teeth every day. Like, it takes a lot of brain energy to brush my teeth. Honestly, same. Yeah. And like, sometimes, you know, I've honestly had this thought before. Where I in the morning, I'd be thinking about eating, and I'd be like, "Aw, is it time to eat again? But I already ate last night. But if I don't eat now, then it's gonna break the schedule." and it's proper to eat right now. But I already ate last night, and I'm not hungry. You know, and that's so ridiculous, right? That's so ridiculous. But I think people do say that routine is sort of like a learned habit, and once you get into the routine, it's easier to hold on to. It's food, it's good, food good, but I don't like oats. Oats taste like soft baby food. Okay. I know. I can just get other food. But sometimes when you're not hungry, you know. Honestly, you think putting on a 2-minute song while brushing teeth helps? Yeah, I mean, I do want to say I was probably not raised right. Okay, no, granted. No. That puts too much responsibility on my parents. No, I am an adult. I have to raise myself now. You heard that it takes 21 days to set a routine into stone. But I do brush my teeth regularly. Okay, bro? I do brush my teeth regularly. But sometimes I go to bed and I think, you know, it would be nice not to brush my teeth tonight. And then I don't brush my teeth. But if okay, listen. I am now sounding like someone who doesn't shower. I am starting to sound like someone who doesn't shower regularly. I will say right now, okay, I shower at least once a day. Okay, that is a non-negotiable thing. Okay, I shower every day. I cannot sleep unless I feel like my skin is free from the sweat and the dirt of the day. Okay. I shower every day. That's the one life habit that is consistent in my life. I shower every day and I wear fresh underwear every day. And I sound so gross right now that is my benchmark. But hey, look, at the very least I have this. Look. We take the small victories we can get, okay? We take the small victories that we can get. That's more than some people. Exactly. Which is why that is a small victory to me. Wasn't I gonna play a game today? Yes, I was gonna play a game today. I just wanted to talk to you guys because I haven't had a proper tangent with you guys over the past 2 days because I was too sick to have a tangent. And today my throat is feeling a lot better, although it is still a little bit dry, still a little bit scratchy. But until it gets bad, I still want to talk to you guys. It feels like I got a lot of my energy back today. Oh yeah, that's why I was hermiting too. Oh yeah, I was sick. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I guess maybe sometimes I am a little bit too hard on myself. Although too frequent dries out your skin and your hair. That is true. Especially in the winter, if you're gonna take a hot shower, you have to remember to moisturize afterwards. Someone came into your work yesterday smelling like a dumpster. It drives you mad to think someone can make the decision to go out and not bathe. Yeah, okay, so I don't think this is particularly a hot take, but I am going to say hot take before it. Maybe a lukewarm take. But I think if you are stinky and unhygienic and you go into public and you are in the presence of people, that is disrespectful. Like you are disrespecting the people you are in company with. Because I do know that in Japan there is a culture of, oh, you have to wear makeup. You have, like, I guess if you're a woman you have to wear makeup, and I guess some men are, you know, wearing makeup, and you have to be well dressed. You have to be quote unquote pretty as a form of respect, right? And so that's going too far. But I think at the very least, cleanliness, I agree, is a form of respect. I'm gonna meet them halfway there. Mr. Vlog 666, thank you for the follow. Thank you. It feels like the demons of my past have come to haunt me. The demons of my past have come to haunt me. Start brushing teeth in the shower then, it's that simple. I do brush my teeth in the shower, which is why I more often than not brush my teeth at night than I do brush my teeth during the day. So yes, little baby steps. We take the small wins that we can do, and I don't know. I feel like I've said this so many times before over the however long, but every day is a new attempt, and so starting tomorrow, I'm going to start forming good habits. Let's all do our best, bro. Oh my god, what just happened? Oh my god, did chat just die? Did chat die? I thought nobody was talking. I thought nobody was talking for a while. But wait. Eh? Oh, wait. My local side chat died as well. Wait, what was the? Wait, now everything's updating super fast. Wait, what was the last thing that I said? I thought nobody was just, I just thought nobody was talking. Hold on, straight to jail. Dealing AoE damage. Wait, what? What? I don't even know what some of these messages are referring to anymore. Oh yeah, being stinky is dealing AoE stink damage. Okay, so here's 666 followed, then it froze. Okay. Good evening, Halterian. Welcome. Oh, okay. You're just really good listeners. Oh god, I thought that I had said something entirely outlandish and it had just stunlocked everybody for a second. Hello, Jamin. Welcome. So Monkey, you know that you're going to be sweating a lot because you're outside. If you know that you're going to be sweating a lot, you don't shower before going to work, and your stink is slightly justified. Yeah, no, that you know what? That checks out, right? That checks out. As long as you have an average of 1 shower every day. And I don't mean that on January the 1st you take 365 showers and then you don't shower every other day of the year. Mr. Block, your name came in handy. Shower before and after going out, easy. Nah. I usually brush my teeth before going out, even if I already brushed my teeth earlier in the day, but I am generally a shower at night person. Not gonna lie, yeah, kind of saw me struggling there. Yeah, I stayed silent for a bit and I was like, huh. Shower in morning, bath at night. You see, I might say something blasphemous to all of you bathtub enjoyers out there, right? But I can't. So I enjoy the concept of a bath. Like, I enjoy the concept of going to an onsen. I enjoy the concept of going to a centaur. But I like the feeling of being in a bath for the first 30 minutes. Well, not 30 minutes, sorry, for the first 30 seconds. Maybe 30 seconds to 3 minutes. It's like, this is so peaceful. And then the following happens. 1, I get bored. 2, I start noticing that I'm kind of just sitting in a puddle of my own filth. And 3, I get worried that I might piss in the bathtub. Like, I don't know if this is an exclusively me problem, but I get very, very, very nervous that I might accidentally pee in the bathtub. Because you're surrounded by water anyway. Listen, it's an intrusive thought, okay? And once the intrusive thought is in your brain, you can't get it out. You can't get the intrusive thought out of your brain. You can't get the intrusive thought out of your brain, and it's like the Streisand effect. The more you think about it, the more likely you are. You like to soak and relax after work with your wife. Oh, I want to soak and relax after work with my wife. First, I have to get a wife, and then I have to get a job. Or maybe I have to get a job first, then get a wife. Oh, that sounds really cute. Oh, and you have a bathtub large enough for the both of you. Oh, and then you can wash your hair. Oh. oh, you can wash each other's hair, and then you can scratch each other's back because scratching your back in the shower when the hot water is going down on your back is the best feeling ever. Oh, you can having wife, oh, to wash each other's hair. Oh, you know, the scandalousness of being naked aside, right? I feel like one of the purest forms of love is when a couple washes each other in the shower or in the bath. Like when you think about it, it's like, oh, it's like you're a little bebe and you're getting scrubbed by the person that loves you a lot. Oh, I want to be a bebe. A bebe. You've heard showers with 2 shower heads specifically to do it with a significant other goat. Either that or a shower head with 2 showers that you can play with one of the shower heads while you shower would be really nice. Good luck, Neg. You know the solemnness of that good luck. The solemnness of that good luck. I will take it. Bring a water gun to fight with your essay. More like bring a water gun so you can draw pictures on the steam that fogs up the shower screen, no? You would not want to shower with your partner, you just feel like it would be awkward and embarrassing. Really? Really? I mean... Okay, so granted, right? Like I'm thinking about how old I was when I stopped showering with my parents. My mom specifically, okay? My mom specifically. And I still have memories of it. So it must have been until I was like 6 or 7. And I don't particularly think of it as anything scandalous and awkward. I think of it as like family time, you know. But now that I'm old, I'm like, ugh, you know. But also when my mom is around at home though, she's the only family member that I don't really mind. Sort of like if I'm showering and she just comes into the bathroom to grab something, I'll be like, yep, sure, whatever. And if she's showering and I need to talk to her about something, I do kind of just open the door and I step into the bathroom and I just start ranting and I'm like, can you believe that? If you remember, right, the longest you've been in water is around 7 to 8 hours without getting out. Granted, you were bathing in the ocean. Was your skin okay with that? Is your skin okay with that? Yeah, I'm okay with being vulnerable with my mother. And as you guys have heard about the way that I feel about significant others and the dynamics between significant others, don't laugh at me, Mr. Sigmund Freud, but I think that the love that someone wants to get from their significant other, that kind of unconditional love, is similar to the love of a parent caring for their child, except you are both the bebe and the parent at the same time, and then you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Freud is right all along. No. Like Freud is a crazy man. Okay, well, he's not crazy, but Freud hasn't been the meta in a while. Like Freud has fallen out of the meta. Oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Why did I refer to it as the meta? Oh my god, that's actually disgusting. I mean, Freud has fallen off the I forgot the real word for it. I forgot the real life word for it. I forgot the real life non-gaming word for it. Yeah, Freud did not account for his own biases is what you believe happened. You'd say it's partially true, but you're not learned enough to go deeper? That's fair, that's fair. I am, if you don't mind though, I am curious about the dynamic you have with your wife you know? Because granted, like, you can't be romantically attracted to family members, because that's something completely different, right? That's something completely. I'm not jelly. I'm curious, okay? I don't. No offense to your wife. I'm sure she is a lovely, wonderful woman, but I don't know her. Therefore, I cannot be jealous of you for her, because I don't know her, and I don't love your wife, but you do, and I'm curious. Okay? I'm not jealous. I'm curious. I don't know how to not dig this hole. I don't know how to not dig this hole with my words. Middle Ages would disagree? I suppose so, but I feel like a lot of marriages in the Middle Ages was purely political, no? Also, I forgot to say this, but Zeno the Boss, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Skrikey, good evening. Welcome. How's Hermit Nasu doing? Hermit Nasu is doing fine right now. Hermit Nasu is doing whatever a Hermit Nasu does. Oh, help! Someone turned the chat upside down. Oh, just flip it the right way back up. Flip it the right way back up. You know, it's quite easy to read things that upside down. Jelly of people having that kind of relationships, not specific jealousy. It's not specific jealousy. Whoa! You're supposed the best way to describe your dynamic would be the golden retriever and the calm German shepherd. Oh! It's my favorite dynamic. My favorite kinds of dynamic is like the evil small person and the quiet big person that has a pure heart of gold, and the little small person next to the giant big person that is just a pure condensed ball of evil. Maybe not evil, but mischief, you know. And of course, ideally in this dynamic, I would be the large person. I mean, I dreamed of being the large person. We can only hope. We can only hope. We can only hope. Oh, I also really enjoy the dynamic of. I enjoy the dynamic of the awkward person that is kind of always out of it and a little bit alien, alongside the calm person who is socially a very well adjusted person, and a sort of you know, a person that's like an alien, really out of it, no one really understands them. And then the other really well adjusted person who is like relatively socially popular and is the only person that understands the person, you know, and acts as a translator for everyone else. So if anyone wants to contact the person, they go to the well-adjusted person. All of those are just you combined into one? Wait, which one are you? Which one are you? Uruiem? Maybe. Yeah, kinda. That's a really weird dynamic. No. It's a good dynamic. It's a good dynamic. It's a very you're the only one that understands me dynamic, you know? You're the only one that understands who I am on the inside. Kind of, and the world is so foreign and scary to me, or maybe not foreign and scary, but nobody understands me like you do, and out of everyone, you chose me, kind of thing. A dynamic you love is a possessive person with the person that jokes around too much. Oh, that one could get toxic, but I enjoy that one a lot in fiction. You don't like it because there's a sense of power dynamic. Yeah, I get it. I guess like if you think about these dynamics, wahoo! Sorry, redeem. If you think about these dynamics sort of in the context of fiction, right? If you think of these dynamics in the context of fiction, they're all really cute. But then you think about it in real life, and you think, oh yeah, this could probably get really codependent really soon, and the person is probably going to end up feeling really self-conscious and really useless without their interpreter around and whatnot, and it becomes like a power dynamic, because what if the interpreter decides to isolate the person? The I don't know another shorthand for it, you know? The really head in the clouds person. Poppy poppy pop pop beep bop, poppy poppy pop pop beep bop. Miku? I mean, you wouldn't mind if your partner was a jealous type or possessive because you're the same. I see how it is. I see how it is. So when you meet your partner, or unless you do have a partner, if you are both super possessive of each other, then you're gonna get into your love cocoon and you're never gonna leave. Ugh. That sounds kinda... Anyway. Anyway. Why did I just No, I'm imagining the visual of a love cocoon, and it sounds a little bit scandalous. Because you know what happens in cocoons, right? Like when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, it literally liquidizes and it melts itself down. Yeah, and you metamorphize. Yeah, it becomes a lot of goop. Like, it would be really, really messed up if you cut open a cocoon to look at what's inside. But it's gonna be really goopy on the inside. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it, right? And I can't imagine myself with someone really possessive, because I already have an issue with being looked at. You know what I mean? I already have a little bit of an issue with people finding out about what I'm doing at all hours, and so if I do end up with someone super duper possessive, I would probably be very scared. I would probably block them. I mean, I don't even know, like, if I get caught in a bad relationship, right? I don't even know if I'm the type of person that has the gusto to break up with someone, you know? Like, I feel like I don't have much of a self-preservation instinct. I feel like this is probably not something that I should be admitting in public and saying out loud like this, but like, I feel like I'm very easily coerced into thinking that everything is my fault. No, I'm not spineless. No, it's different from being spineless, right? But it's just sort of like it happens with friends where I'm okay with bringing up the issue at hand. Like, I will notice an issue and I'm very good at bringing up issues, but if the other person decides to defend themselves, I fold really, really easily. I'll be like, oh yeah, no, I completely see where you're coming from. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry for having a problem with you. You know, it's like, no, don't be sorry. I'm sorry, right? You're sorry? No, I'm sorry. Oh, you're mad? No, I'm mad. That's pretty spineless. No, it's not spineless. It's literally like how do I put it, you know? Like, I start seeing the other person's point of view and I start feeling guilty because I'm like, oh shit, like, maybe there wasn't a problem. Maybe I was just a bit too sensitive. Like, yeah, sorry man, no, you make complete sense. Like, I completely understand your point. And it's less of a I'm afraid of them, it's more of a holy shit, I'm enlightened now, I understand everything kind of thing, you know? Pushover? No, not a pushover. I'd say I'd call myself cognitively malleable. I'm very malleable I'm a pull under. I'm a pull under. It's very easy for me to get me to see your point of view. To a fault, right? To a fault. But I think if it comes to defending somebody else, I'm a lot more forceful when it comes to defending someone else. But if it comes to my own opinions and how I feel, it's sort of like, it's gonna sound really, really sad. Like, this is gonna sound really, really sad and kind of worrisome, but I feel like how I feel kind of doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? And it's not like a low self-esteem sort of thing. It's sort of like I always think of myself as, yeah, nah, mate, I'm strong enough. I can handle it. Nah, man, nah. I can handle it. Everyone else around me is fragile. Everyone else around me is fragile, so I must protect their feelings, and I must see where they're coming from. Any bad thing? Nah, man, I can handle it. Nah, don't worry. Better me than you, you know? That it's less of a self-esteem thing, and it's more of like I have the tank mentality, you know? I have a tank mentality. Like, oh yeah, better me than the DPS, if you know what I mean. Tank died, no worries. We still have DPS. Actually, tank shouldn't die. Tank shouldn't die. Yeah. It's the overestimating. It's very different from a self-esteem issue. In fact, it's a little bit too much of, I guess maybe it's a little bit of a self-esteem issue. I don't know, bro. I genuinely don't know what it is. Like, I always feel like I have a larger HP pool than everyone else, when really I don't. Self-sacrifice feels like a self-worth issue. No, it's more of like a, how do I put this? How do I put this? It's like a, I can be useful? No, it's not like I can be useful. It's more like a, I want to be cool. I want to be cool. I'm kakkotsukeru. Like a lot of time with this kind of stuff, it's very much me kakkotsukeru. Like putting on a cool front. Like, okay, here's a Japanese lesson for you guys. So the word kakkotsukeru is the combination of the word kakko, which is the first part of kakkoi, which means cool, right? Kakkotsukeru, and tsukeru means to put on. Like, you'll put on earrings, you know, earring, or tsukeru, or like to put something on, tsukeru. And when you put it together, kakkotsukeru, it literally means to act like you're cool, to put on coolness. And so I think I do that a lot. Like, remember the thing with the spider? Remember the thing with the spider where I was like, oh yeah, nah, I can handle the spiders. Nah, I'm good. and then 20 minutes later, I get stuck. I would say that I was a very kakkotsukeru during that one. Full confidence to full fear. Like, you know what it is? It is. Even though I am a girl, I feel like it's toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity strikes again. You got reminded when I was with friends and I fell down and then I laughed. Oh no, this was oh yeah, that did happen. It was a rainy day and I slipped on a part of water, rainy water, and then I fell down in a straight line. Like my feet slid and then I went zoop like I was on a slide, and it was the funniest thing to me because it felt like a cartoon. And I started laughing, and everyone else around me was like, are you okay? But then I was like, damn, that was funny. Slide whistle for added effect, yeah. It's okay though. It's okay though. I landed on my butt. And you know, you should land on your butt to cushion the floor, to cushion the fall. I'm cool in the way that I'm comfortable being myself. Oh, thank you. I'm still learning though. You know, I'm still learning to be comfortable with being myself. Like you guys are the people who I am the most comfortable with being myself with, and that is very, very special to me. I can promise you. I am not like this in other parts of my life. Like, so here's another issue that I face a lot, right? This is another issue that I face a lot. So, unfortunately, do I have the confidence to let the shadow dog in? Huh? The shadow dog? Yes. Let him in. Yeah. In the background. Oh, in the background. Oh no, that's a real dog. Yeah, no, he's banned from the premises. He's not allowed in. He's not allowed in. He's a realistic dog. I'm sorry. That's the one guy that we can't let in. He's been banned. No. Listen, if you found out what he did, you would not let him in either. You would not let him in either if you know what he did, okay? No. Listen, buddy. Listen. You don't want to let him in. You have to understand. We have rules and protocols for a reason. He didn't shave a neg pal, and like, well, who's to say he didn't do something worse than shaving a neg pal? That dog eats neg pals for breakfast. Well, listen. Until a neg pal becomes a rare pal, which is all of you. You guys are rare pals, right? You guys are rare pals. Until a neg pal becomes a rare pal, I think it is okay to cannibalize them. But you didn't hear it from me. You uploaded yours the other day. Oh, you did. Oh, why hasn't it changed? Oh, maybe it didn't get approved in time. Maybe you could try uploading it again, and then if it goes through, because there is a timeout. There is a timeout timer on it, and if a mod doesn't get through to it within the hour, the request does time out. Why is there a timeout? Yeah, I actually don't know why there's a timeout. I don't know why there's a timeout actually. Should probably fix that. Maybe it has to do with, I don't know. I own the NegPal bot now, so I should probably. Oh, you can do that for me? Oh, thanks. But you don't have. I don't have my branch of the NegPal bot uploaded though. Oh, thank you, Sim. Good evening. Welcome. Oh, you're passing by to say hi. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hello. Hi. Have a good day, bro. No, bro, it didn't get denied. If it got denied, we will probably let you know the reason it got denied, but it probably just timed out. Okay, good. Have a good night, Torashi. And happy birthday to your dad. I hope he has a good birthday. I hope he gets a lot of presents, and I hope I love you. You should tell him you love him. Sorry. Sorry. I skipped a few words. Listen, I'm still learning how to talk to people. Okay, I'm still learning how to talk to people. I'm still learning how to talk to people. It's not a Freudian slip. It's not a Freudian slip. I'm saying, oh, you should tell your dad that you love him. You should say I love you to him. It's not a speech level 10 moment. It's a speech level 1 moment. Lucky you're gonna go to bed. Aw, but we're still talking a little bit, aren't we? Anyway, what was I saying before we got distracted by the real dog trying to come in. Yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah, he'll be right. He's been yelling every single day. He comes around here and there. Yeah, I was asking everybody if you also have the problem of, oh right. So I was reset. Let me reset. Okay, got it. So I was telling you guys that I am the most myself when I talk to you here, right? On stream, I feel like I get to be myself, the most myself. And I suppose that is true, but I also suppose that is not particularly true, because I don't know who myself is. But I feel like a lot of really personal things and a lot of things that I would otherwise not sprinkle into conversations with other people, I say out loud on stream, right? And I think that's because... So I heard this quote the other day, which I guess makes sense. It's not really a quote, but I heard someone say this. And they say, introverts think, and then they talk. Extroverts think while they talk, right? And I don't know if it's an introversion or an extroversion thing. I just think that it's a different thinking style for different people. And I've said it before, where I'm the type that thinks as I'm talking. Like, I think while I talk, and talking is my way of thinking and untangling my thoughts, because the static inside my brain is so loud. So I need to send some of it out for me to make sense of it. Like puzzle pieces. And so here is a problem, right? I don't know how or who I am, because I don't really do that much thinking about who I am when I'm not talking to someone and when I'm not synthesizing other thoughts. And so when I talk to people one-on-one or in a group, I have this really bad habit of sort of overly mirroring the other person's energy back to them. You know what I mean? And it's the same reason why I get swept up when I try to bring an issue to someone, and then they explain their side, and I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. It's almost like I am morphing into the other person that I'm speaking to. And granted, that happens naturally anyway when you spend time with someone, but I feel like it happens immediately with me. You know what I mean? Like, it happens so soon for me. And it feels like my values and the things that I care about, it morphs into the other person way too soon. You know what I mean? Like, this guy could be telling me about how much he loves fly fishing, right? And I have never gone fly fishing in my life, but because I think the way that he talks about fly fishing is super interesting, suddenly, in that moment, fly fishing is all I ever cared about in my life. Holy shit, tell me more. I'm gonna go fly fishing this weekend. Cancel the streams, bros. I need to go fly fishing right now. you know what I mean? And the thing is, it's not even like I'm pretending to like fly fishing to get on his good side. No, for some reason, being in this guy's presence is turning me into a fly fishing maniac. I'm gonna go buy all the fly fishing gear out there right now. Yeah, well, there it is. Thank you. Who flies, you or the fish? Honestly, at this point, I don't know. Maybe I'm flying. Maybe we're fishing for flies. Right? Yeah. There it is. Yeah, emotional mimicry. I think that's it. Yeah. And the thing is, it's not pretending. I'm not even pretending. Like, at that moment, it's like my brain gaslights itself, or my brain tricks itself into thinking that I am the other person. Okay, not exactly like I am the other person, but it tricks me into... It morphs me into the other person against my will. I end up starting to talk like them, and apparently this is a thing that happens in sales. Like salesmen do this, right? Where if you go to a salesman, they will start mimicking your accent and everything, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not too it's not too overwhelmingly intense, you know what I mean? And also, this is another reason why I find it hard to do a lot of collabs, because after I do a collab and I'm with another person and I find myself, I feel a little bit ill afterwards because I'm looking at the VOD and I'm like, I was acting like that? What? I don't remember acting like this. What? That's not me. You know what I mean? And it can be a little bit hard to watch back in VOD form, but unless like I really like the person, and then I'll be a little bit more comfortable with that, you know. I'll be like, oh yeah, you know, I've talked to this person enough that I've already assimilated them. I've already assimilated them a little bit. But yeah, anyway. So it's really not as extreme as I describe it, okay? It's really not as extreme as I describe it. It's one of the reasons why you don't like spending your time with one person for too long. Me too. I get really anxious about turning into another person. Like, I get really anxious, and that's why I'm like, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I am, because I think when I talk, but if I spend all of my time with other people, I don't know if I can control who I am anymore, you know. And so I like to hermit myself away from people, so I don't absorb too much people. But if I don't absorb people, then I don't think. It's hard. And so this is where you come in. This is where you come in. This is where you come in, where there are so many people talking in chat all at the same time that it's physically impossible for me to turn into any single one of you. And so it feels like I still get to talk, I still get to have thoughts, I still get to interact with the outside world instead of hermiting, but I'm not being... I guess like in some way, you know, we are all rubbing off on each other in this like beautiful milky emulsion of a universe where we are all taking in each other's brainwaves, taking in each other's thoughts and whatnot. I guess in that way we are influencing each other, but it's not as extreme as if I were, you know, solely spending time with one other person. Yeah. Does this also feed into my imposter syndrome? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Yeah, we're wiping off on each other. Yeah, so anyway, that's a little bit of my that's a that's another peek into my brain. I know it makes me sound like I am moldable like Play-Doh, and it is unattractive to be in the presence of someone who does not know who they are. But I think knowing this about myself is also part of knowing myself. You know what I mean, bro? Knowing this about myself is also part of knowing myself. And that makes me happy. And also I get a little bit worried sometimes. You know, this is also why I get anxious about being on Twitter for too long. Maybe I'm a little bit too conscious of this whole you are what you eat kind of thing, you know, but it's true. Listen, you are what you eat, okay? So if you consume a lot of drama content, you will also become dramatique. If you consume a lot of people being angry all the time, you will also become angry. I eat, therefore I am a person. Yeah, I eat, therefore I am. And welcome to the slam, and welcome to the Space Jam. You are a dog video, and that is the highest form of existence, and I hope you never change. Yeah. And so it is a little bit hard for me to be on Twitter sometimes, because the For You page is a cesspool of angry people all the time. The For You page is a cesspool of angry people all the time. But I like the For You page because it shows me my friends sometimes. Because you know, I want to see what my friends are up to. But it's also a cesspool of people that are angry. And it feels hard. Do you guys understand what I'm saying, bros? Do you understand what I'm saying, bros? It feels like the world is full of cognitive minefields. I mean, the world is a cognitive minefield, and I feel like I'm too impressionable. And I feel like I'm way too old to still be this impressionable. That was the word that I was looking for. I'm impressionable. Like I'm really, really, really impressionable. Mastodon feed over any For You page you've seen. Perhaps I should get onto Mastodon then. Yeah, that's why I'm easily influenced by ads. No, I'm not. Okay, I am. Yes, sometimes. Like this is why I pick up a bunch of hobbies. This is why I get news hyperfixations, because I am incredibly impressionable. You are not immune to advertisement and marketing, and this is scary to me for the listed reasons. I am but a monkey. No, I'm not a monkey. I'm a dog. I'm a dog with monkey brain. I am a wolf with monkey brain. Scruffball, good evening. Welcome. Wei Liu, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome. Delete MapleStory off my laptop. But why? But why, bro? I like MapleStory. Want a break from ads? Click now for 30 seconds of ad-free listen. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. You watch someone play X, you get desire to play X. Same with pretty much every activity like cooking, writing, etc. Yeah. And I guess that's natural to a certain extent, but I don't know. Is this still an ADHD thing, bro? Bros, is this still an ADHD thing? Am I normal? Am I normal? I think I am. I probably am. Which is also why sometimes I go back to rewatch some Bluey episodes, because I think Bluey is a good influence on me, and I think Bluey teaches good values and it makes me a nicer person, so I like to watch Bluey sometimes, even if I've already watched all of Bluey. I'm an adult. I am. Bluey's mom is goated. She is. Everyone in Bluey is goated. Bingo is the best kid in Bluey. I wish I was Bingo, but really I'm just Muffin. KJ Pani, thank you for the follow. Welcome. How was your day at school, sweetie? I didn't go to school. I played MapleStory. I'm the Neg Nasu. Nothing normal is a construct, much like the random that doesn't exist. Oh, I guess true random does exist. Like it's something in deep space entropy, like black holes, black matter, or something. True random does exist, but it's very, very, very rare. But the random that we are talking about, it does not exist. No. Nice, more MapleStory. No. We're keeping MapleStory away. Okay. So I'm gonna make you a Neg Nasu promise right now. Okay. I'm gonna give you my pinky. Okay. I'm going to limit my MapleStory time every day to 4 hours. Okay? Oh, that's gonna be so painful though. You can't do much in 4 hours. Like, oh, come on, 4 hours? That's like only 4 Ludi PQs. 4 Ludi PQs. Maybe like 6 if you rush 2 of them. Anyway, no. 4 hours is a lot. Yeah, but it's the upper limit, okay? Upper limit. If you limit me to just 2 hours a day, I can barely get anything done in 2 hours. So like it has to hit the sweet spot between 2 and 4, you know? Like what's the point of playing if I can't get anything done efficiently? Well, I guess limiting myself kind of kneecaps my progress, which makes me not want to play anymore. which is a pretty good strategy. Black holes, now there's an enigma when they ring after a collision. Those rings are apparently identical, but the matter inside the black holes should all be different. Your inner astronomer is showing. Huh! They ring after a collision. Like, ding! That kind of ring? Interesting. Thank you for that factoid. There's a lot of stuff that I need to work on, bros. I need to work on the next song cover. I've got several in the backlog. I need to work on Live2D. I need to work on my thesis again. I should probably get work started on that because in September I need to I think I have to go overseas in October to do the like the family funeral thing. Yeah, there's a lot I have to work on. I can't spend all my time playing MapleStory. Yeah, I should work on my priorities. I should. And I'm gonna level up next week as well. Next week? Is it next week? Okay, thank God it's the week after. Oh, it's too soon. It's too soon. Oh, okay, and I'm leveling up in a week and a half. I can start by giving you a good night head smooch. Okay. Mwah. There you go. Have a good night, Lucky Randomize. Have a good night, Lucky. Sleep tight, and don't let the Neg nasu distract you or bite. You think the Oh, thank you. That's the oh no, the word is on the tip of my tongue. It's the word is on the tip of my tongue. The word is on the tip of my tongue. It's the Neg nasu bites? No, Neg nasu does not bite. No, Neg nasu hasn't been biting anyone since she got braces. Aizuchi! Yeah, it's Aizuchi. It's the to show people that you're talking. I mean that you're listening. Oh yeah, speaking of biting though, this is another tangent that just kind of popped into my nogs. Yeah, this is another tangent that popped into my nogs. I remember there was a time in high school. It was year 7, which is, as the kids say, first year of middle school in the Americas. Hey Ziffy, your necktie updated! Ah, looks so cool! Cowboy neck pal! Wow! Wow! This is so cool! Oh god. That one hurt me. Ah. 7 is the second year middle school. Okay. So, in year 7, I made a friend in high school, and I noticed something about her. She likes to bite people randomly, just on the arm, and people were like, let's give her a random name. People were like, Michelle. You stop biting Michelle, but like people weren't super grossed out or weirded out by it. They just kind of accepted it. They just kind of accepted that it was something that Michelle did. And me, being me, and wanting to copy people to fit in. Oh, now it makes sense why I mirror people. Oh, because I was a kid that got bullied. Oh, and so if I mirrored people and I really tried really hard to emotionally empathize with people, I thought that it would stop me from... Okay, anyway, so I thought cool, right? I thought cool. She bites people and people like that. She is like cool weird, you know? She's weird, but like an acceptable kind of weird. And before year 7 in my primary school, I used to be called weird derogatory. But this girl, she was weird affectionate, you know? So I'm like, I'm gonna try to be weird affectionate as well. So I also, yes, I did bite her. Whoa, I was about to say something as the raid came in that was very out of context. So yeah, I did bite her back. I did bite her back, but I had just eaten a sandwich, and I got sandwich bits on her. And instead of being okay with the bite, she was like, ew, you got sandwich bits on me. I was trying to be a weird affectionate, but instead I ended up as a weird derogatory. Anyhow, thank you so much for the raid, Lily-ku. Thank you. 69, nice. Thank you so much for the raid, bros. I hope you guys had a great stream. I was just telling I'm sorry, I go on a lot of tangents. I was just telling a story about how I've got a question for you guys raiders, right? I got a question for the raiders, and I got a question for you too, Lily. First of all, let's give you a shout out. Shout out, Lily-ku, Liti. I'll give you a shout out, and here's a question for you, okay? So as somebody who's also a streamer, I do not want to assume, right? I do not wish to assume, but it does take a certain genre of person to be a streamer. Yes. And we all get different things out of streaming. Yes. And so, a lot of the streamers that I have met have all been very quirky in their own ways, right? And so me being someone who is a little bit weird, sometimes derogatory, as you have heard. Wait, I misspelled? I'm sorry. Oh, it's Lily with 2 L's. There we go. Is that the right person? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, is that you? That's you, right? Okay, now you guys have to go follow her to correct my mistake. Yes, anyway, as I was winding up to my question for you, Miss Lily, Miss Lily, my question to you is, do you find yourself with a bit of a have you ever had a situation where in order to fit in with people, you end up copying them, but not consciously copying them? You know what I mean? Not consciously copying them. It's like your brain sort of gaslights you into becoming them. Into merging into this person. And then after you leave the conversation with that person, it's sort of like your brain just sort of like snaps out of it and you're like, whoa, I was just suddenly really into fly fishing for a second, but I've never touched a fly or a fish. You know? Like you get so deep into the conversation that you feel your brain sort of like merging into them, and then you end up feeling really fake, and then you end up having like an existential crisis because you're like, who am I? And you feel like you're being fake, but then you weren't being fake. At the time of the conversation, when you were having the conversation with the person, you are 100% ready to dedicate your entire life and your dynasty to fly fishing. Yeah. You thought that's something that everyone did. Yeah, apparently not, right? Apparently not, I have found out. And like if someone has a limp and you recreate that, bro, I have had an awful situation where I have a friend with parents with a very strong accent, right? And so whenever I visit her home and her parents are around, like, oh, hey girls, we'll leave you guys alone to do your thing, you know, because like it's, you know, we go to her house because her house has the best amount of space for us to play board games. Anyway, so every time her parents are around and I go talk to her parents have a very thick accent, and I notice myself start to copy the accent, and I feel awful. I feel absolutely awful because it feels like I'm making fun of them, but I'm doing it unconsciously. And it's gotten to the point where my friends have started to make fun of me because I have to talk very carefully around them. And they're like, Neg, I noticed you don't use contractions around my parents. You have stopped using contractions. And it's very, very, very stressful because I don't want to sound like I'm making fun of them. You know what I mean? You're fly fishing, your main personality? Oh, no way! What is a contraction? Oh, so a contraction is like saying what's instead of what is. Don't, wouldn't, do not, would not. Yeah, you've done the same. I just really hope that it doesn't happen one day with someone that gets offended by it, because I do know that it is generally rude to copy people's accents, right? Yeah, it's an unintentional psychological thing. Yeah, absolutely, right? Absolutely. Like it's a mirroring thing where you will mirror someone's actions in order to you know, build rapport, or if you're genuinely comfortable with someone, you will end up subconsciously mirroring their actions. But I don't know, copying an accent, I feel like that's going a bit far. Off-topic question: have I tried hermit crab? No, I have not. I indeed have not. Oh, Mossy! Mossy, good evening, Mossy! Welcome. I hope your flight went well, Mossy. I hope you had a safe flight, and I hope you're enjoying yourself in Japan. Thank you for dropping in, even though you're on holiday, Mossy. Were the parents Aussie as well? No, the parents were Asian. Like I have Asian parents, right? Like I'm Australian, born Australian, but my parents are Asian, and so I don't have the accent, and I got used to my parents' accent, so I'm probably at home we speak not English. Well, we speak a mix of English and various other things, but so that's not really a problem. But the kind of Asian that my friends' parents were is a different kind of Asian to my parents, so it really caught me off guard. You know what I mean? Like I had a situation once where in high school, so you know how Australian high school, like we've got 10-week semesters. We have 10-week terms, and then we have a 2-week break in between, right? So during one of those 2-week breaks, I hung out with a lot of Americans on the internet because I was an internet creature, as I still am. And I came back to school, and I got called up to the front of the class to read out a passage. And I had the thickest American accent that day. And everyone made fun of me for the way that I said the word war. So, W-A-R. Like, I instead of saying after the war, I said something like after the war. And then everyone was like, heh, war. What's that? War. And even the teacher pointed it out. She was like, oh geez, what happened to you? What happens to you? After the war. Who did this to you? Listen. I was a very prominent artist in a fandom that I shall not name. Okay, I had a lot of late night drawing sessions. She pointed and laughed. It was the Americans. They did this to me. It's not war. It's warg. Wait, that's the Valley Girl accent? Okay, no shade to you Americans, okay? No shade to any Americans around. Absolutely no shade to Americans, because there are some parts of the American accent that I do quite like. Like, I actually really like the rhotic R's that Americans make. You know, like this, like war. Yes, I actually like the war. I like the r sound that American accents make. And I've got a really good friend, and she told me that to her, the American accent sort of sounds like the default accent, right? And so when she's being polite at work because she works a service job, she ends up finding herself leaning more into an American accent. Where I'm the opposite. If I talk to someone in a professional place, I end up using a more Australian accent, which doesn't really make sense because I guess Australian accents aren't known to sound quote-unquote polite, you know? Next time if I ever need any essays, speak in Gen Z slang. When we cribs mogged. What? What? What does this mean? When we cribs mogged, aka when we were at war. The most polite accent is Canadian. This is not negotiable. I feel like the Canadian accent sounds pretty similar to the American accent, no? Okay, bad. Next, not a Guna. I know what Guna means. Okay, I know what Guna means. You can't get me with these new slang words. Okay, this is the one bad thing about being a hermit and choosing not to perceive certain pieces of popular culture. I get left behind by the trends, and then these Zoomers, they're coming up with new words every single day. Am I just getting aged and out of touch, or are Zoomers coming up with words faster than kids were coming up with words when I was in high school? Like, what are all of these words? Make your totally unbiased opinions. Also, yeah, it's kids. Yeah, no. I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious. Is it an accelerated rate? They're faster, right? Right? Cause listen. I'm at the older end of the Zoomer spectrum, right? The Zoomer spectrum. I'm at the older end of the Zoomer timeline. Okay, I'm at the older end of the Zoomer timeline, and I remember that when I was in high school, new words were coming out at a rate of like maybe like 2 or 3 every year. Okay, not even 2 or 3 every year. I remember when I was in high school. Oh, I'm dating myself. Not as in I'm not going on a date with myself, but I'm placing a sticker on my head that says how old I am. But I will say that the word salty just became popular when I was in high school, right? Like when I was in high school, that was when the word salty entered the general vernacular of the people around, right? The word salty. Congrats on your date. No, not that kind of date. Not that. What was the Great Depression like? I don't know, bro. I had depression in high school, and it wasn't that great. I don't know what was so great about it. Yeah, anyway, so I remember like debating with my English teacher. Like my English teacher, he was a funny little old man. And I say little because he was quite short. Very unthreatening, but very mean when he wanted to be. My god, he made a girl cry with a sassy remark in class. Anyway, he was a funny little man, and I remember him complaining about complaining about new words that kids are using, right? And then I remember defending the word salty to him, and I'm like, no, the word salty makes sense, okay? You are salty about this. It's the same meaning as you feel sour about something. It's like salty, it's like your tears, it's full of salt. Like, I distinctly remember defending the word salty to him, because the word salty makes sense, you know? The slang that made sense. Great as in large and ongoing. Oh boy, great as in large and ongoing. Yeah, that sounds a lot like my depression. I wouldn't say that I'm depressed now though. I don't think I'm depressed anymore. I am on antidepressants, but it's not for depression, it's for anxiety. Different thing. Bitter too. Huh. I'm salty, I'm bitter, I'm sour. Do all of these words mean the same thing? Poland does a thing where people pick a young people word of the year, and over the past 3 years it has quantifiably become a problem how quickly new words come out. Ah! I knew it! 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 They're coming out with more words at a faster rate than we're used to. I fucking knew it! It wasn't just me being aged. It wasn't just me being out of touch. I knew it. We have statistics. Wait, where is that subreddit? r/data is beautiful. We need an analysis of the the exponentially rising trend of more words coming out. Internet is accelerating the cultural growth and degeneration. A documentary. I would hazard to say that calling it degeneration is it's a little bit unfair. It's a little bit unkind to the kiddos, you know? Like I feel like just because it's different and it's scary and I don't understand it doesn't necessarily mean it's worse. I mean, okay, personal opinion, I hate it. But that's an opinion. And I can acknowledge that just because it's scary and it's foreign and I hate it doesn't mean it's bad. Right? But also let me yell at my cloud. You know what? I will let you yell at your cloud. This is a safe space for yelling at clouds. But I do notice that I don't know if it's the Zoomers on the internet nowadays that's doing this. I don't know if it's the Zoomers on the internet nowadays doing this, or if it's just a thing that's always been on the internet, but I noticed that people are unable to separate the concept of this is foreign and scary and I hate it from this is bad. Like these two things are not necessarily always the same. You know what I mean? Like just because something is scary and foreign and you hate it doesn't mean it's bad. For example, the new Zoomer words. It's foreign, it's scary, and I hate it. But I won't say that it's bad. It's the TikToks and the shorts that these words get created at a faster rate. And perhaps it can be viewed as a bad thing that a lot of words are being created and attention span is short. But it can also be argued that people are processing a lot more information now at a faster rate than we were able to before, you know? It's horrible, it's scary and you hate it. Hey, don't, okay. Don't be mean. Don't be mean to the French people. Stop throwing rocks at them. Stop throwing too many rocks at them. I feel like we've been throwing too many rocks at French people for too long. I'm gonna try my best to not throw rocks at French people, okay? Because I feel like the internet has collectively thrown too many rocks at French people. but that one caught me off guard, then. That one caught me off guard. You see me, however, the term Guna and its consequences has been a disaster for the internauts. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The word Guna annoys me so much. Once again, it's foreign, it's scary, and I hate it. But it's not necessarily bad. You think people who grew up with the internet being always a thing just have a very different view on life than people who didn't. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. I'd say that I grew up with a very different internet to the internet that some of the younger Zoomers grew up with. And I do know that there are some younger-ish Zoomers who have made the conscious choice to stay on the internet in places that are more similar to the places on the internet that I grew up in. So I would say maybe it's not the whole internet, but the general widely accessible internet it's changed perspectives. You know, you type that just sounds like racism to you, then someone made a racist remark. Oh no! Oh no, that's not what I meant! No. I didn't mean that's foreign, that's scary, and I hate it. I didn't mean that in like a racism way, okay? I meant it in a sometimes new things are scary and I might not necessarily like it, but it doesn't mean that I will be mean to people who like it. I will acknowledge its existence and coexist harmoniously. It's different if it's a person, okay? As long as it's a concept, then I think it's fine. But if we're talking about a person, then that's where the trouble comes in. When you were a kid, BBSs were starting to die and dial-up internet was just barely a thing. Oh man. Okay, no, I'm not as old as that. Oh no, you meant that this is foreign and weird and you don't like it is the base of racism. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like, this is foreign and weird and I don't like it is the base of racism, but I think the base of racism is very much this is foreign and weird, I don't like it, and plus it's bad. Whereas I'm saying that it's okay to say this is foreign and weird, I don't like it, but that doesn't mean it's bad. So there's the caveat, right? There's the separation. Because if you just sort of like write off everything that is foreign and weird, and you don't like it, and things that you don't like as bad, then yes, it does devolve into racism very quickly. But if you are able to accept it exists and it's not for you, then that's perfectly fine, right? I'm sweating. Oh, I do not wish to condone any racism. Oh. You need FTP to be back. It was much more practical and you didn't get to play around with it. Oh. Like, say for example, someone might not like bidets. To somebody, a bidet might be foreign and scary and they don't like it. Alright? Okay. I'll stop digging. I will stop digging. I'll stop digging. Okay. I'm actually sweating. Yeah. This is not something that I need to elaborate on. A lot more of the Gen Z internet is very corporate, which you will claim is bad. Yes. Okay. I will claim that the corporate part is bad. I will 100% say that the corporatization of the internet is bad. But I would not necessarily say that it is Gen Z's fault. I think it is very much... I think it is very much, it goes all the way up the chain. Something corporations, something monetize everything, something late stage capitalism. We are already living in late stage capitalism. Something merger. Something merging one pharmaceutical company with another pharmaceutical company. Something creating a monopoly. Something. Big pharma. Something. Now I can't afford my sneeze medication. Oh, Papa Framito, good evening. Welcome. Like, shorts and TikToks are very much built to make use of a specific advertising vehicles as addictive as possible. Actually true. Short form content is looking a lot more like ads. Remember that trend of entertaining ads all the way back in like the early 2000s or the mid 2000s to late 2000s? Yeah, actually a lot of short form content is really starting to feel like ads. Oh, that's scary. You know, I found myself scrolling YouTube shorts lately. I've managed to stay away from YouTube shorts for as long as possible, and now I've also fallen prey to it. It's so bad. I wish there was an option to toggle it off on my phone. It's just sometimes I want to turn my brain off. You know, sometimes I want to turn my brain off and look at something. But YouTube Shorts are not the way to go. It's actually really interesting. What's happening with YouTube right now is actually super interesting. So, have you guys noticed? If you remember, sort of back in the early 2010s, right? A lot of YouTube videos were optimized for being 10 minutes in order to capitalize off YouTube's discoverability algorithm. And so you wouldn't get a lot of long videos, you wouldn't get a lot of video essays like we're getting a lot of in oh my god, something just came into my it's Mango. Hi. Hello. Hi, my little asshole prince. Hi. Oh okay, okay, he just opened my door and left. Give me a second, I gotta close my door. He felt the carbon monoxide of my yapping inside. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, little asshole prince opens door, explains nothing, turns around, leaves. Why would he do that, bro? Why would he do that? Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so remember back when YouTube videos were usually, like, the longest YouTube videos you would find were about 20 minutes, right? And everyone was trying to sort of optimize on discoverability because YouTube had a stupid algorithm that made videos that tanked videos that were really long, essentially. Like, you would never see 2-hour videos recommended to you back in the mid-2010s, was it? Yeah, in the mid-2010s, you would never see videos that were 2 hours recommended to you. And now, I get 2-hour videos recommended all the time. And so I think it's actually very interesting because a lot of the short form content that people were sort of farming on YouTube for the discoverability have kind of moved over to shorts. And now I get long videos recommended to me all the time. Like, even YouTube VODs. YouTube VODs get recommended to me. And I don't know how much of it had coincided with sort of, you know, the live streaming boom. Right? You had to unlock longer video uploads back in the day. Wait, you did? Damn, alright. Back then they also made long content, you just wouldn't find it. Yeah, you just wouldn't find it because YouTube wouldn't push it to you. Fellas, did you unlock uploads over 15 minutes? I did not. My old song cover channel has since been nuked. It was 15 minutes. Morrowind, a quick retrospective, 8 hours and 30 minutes. Oh, bro. There was like a total 18-hour Skyrim retrospective. Wait, was it 18 hours total, or was it just one 9-hour video? Yeah, I remember watching it, just like spreading it out. I remember walking downstairs to my sister and she was also watching that video and she was at the same spot that I was at and I was like, hey, I'm watching that one too. Did I just have that as the BGM of my life for all? Yes, I did. There's a YouTube video of a guy talking about one Team Fortress map for 12 hours. For 12 hours. Oh, there's Argo asking for a link. Yeah, actually, can I have the link? I have never experienced Team Fortress 2. Man, I'm kind of sad that I missed the TF2 hype. Because I feel like I'm the perfect age for having experienced TF2. You know, I feel like I was on the internet at the perfect age. Yeah, I missed it. I missed it because my computer was always really bad. Okay, be it as it may, it was a very, very, very big part of internet culture, and it makes me feel sad because it feels like I just have a gap in my timeline, you know? I feel like TF2 is in a sorry state right now. You can be no, but it's not the same. Okay, you had to be there. You had to be there to understand it, and I really wish I was there. Okay, it's the same thing with MapleStory. Like I would never ever recommend MapleStory to a newcomer in our year of 2024. And only people who were there at the time would understand the nostalgia. Like, only people who were there would understand, and only people who were there still cling on to it. And other people outside are sort of just witnessing the leftovers. You know what I mean? And right now I feel like I'm just looking at the leftovers of TF2, and I'm a little bit sad. No, I'm not a little bit sad. I'm very sad, bro. I'm very sad that I missed out on the golden days of TF2. Oh, Fluffy Walker! Good evening! Thank you for the resub, Fluffy Walker. Welcome. You started playing Elder Scrolls Daggerfall in 2020. Age is irrelevant. I guess so. But I feel like the whole TF2 thing was a culture thing, you know? It was a culture thing, and sometimes if you miss it, it's gone. If you miss it, it's gone. I feel like the culture is different. Like, and I will once again argue as well. I will argue as well that there was probably a period of time in its history that League of Legends had a good culture, you know? Like, I will argue that, like, the collective internet community had only good things to say about League of Legends. I would imagine. I would look. I would imagine. Okay, I would imagine. and so, yes, you can still play the game now, but it is different from how it was before, because the people on it are different. The skill level of people on it are once again different, and you will never be able to recreate the magic of the first time ever again. Which you know, exactly as Mossy said, there's more culture out there than that anyone can be a part of. And you know what? You know what, bros? Maybe one of these days, maybe like 5 years down the line, you'll see a purple dog out there, and you'll be like, oh man, I remember when I used to watch Neg Nasu back in the day. I remember when I used to watch VTubers back in the day, and there are still VTubers out there streaming now, but it's just not the same, you know? I am no longer the same person I was back then, and the culture around VTubers is just not the same anymore. We can't go back, but it's nice reminiscing, right? Undertale in 2015 to 16, you had to be there. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those you had to be there moments. And sometimes, you know, you can look at old relics of the ways that people used to... The old relics. I know I'm talking like it's sort of like some important ancient history culture thing, but it's very interesting, right? It's just the way that people communicated with each other, the vernacular that they use, the little understandings. Like, you can understand the values of people back then, you know, just through their interactions. And that's the reason why things can't ever be recreated, because there's so much that goes into building a unique, you had to be there sort of cultural moment, right? It's about the cultural context, it's about the people that participate in it. It's a lot, and you can never recreate it. And I think what is this feeling? I'm getting nostalgic for something that doesn't even exist, right? I'm feeling really nostalgic, like my heart is clenching for something, and I don't even know what that thing is. I'm getting nostalgic for the concept of nostalgia. You know, it's it's the magic of the now. You can still visit the Tumblr AUs that interacted with themselves in Undertale community back then, but you won't see new interactions. Yeah, no, actually, fun fact, funny that. So you know how I said that I used to be a pretty prominent artist in a nondescript fandom that I will not mention when I was in high school? Like, the other day, I was talking to a friend who was part of that fandom with me, and she dug up a bunch of old comics and a bunch of old screenshots and a bunch of old art that we drew together back then, right? And I'm like, man, it feels like a time capsule, you know? Some of those accounts that we interacted with, they're still there, but now they're inactive. And we just scroll through the archives like, holy shit, it's like I'm both there and not there at the same time. Like, I'm both there and here at the same... You know what I mean? You know, I am existing in a state of temporal flux, is how I feel. Right? And it feels... And the fact that I was going over it with a friend, because there was the presence of someone else who was there, it just felt so magical. It felt so magical. You know? It was like, whoa! I feel transported. Like, what is this feeling? I feel immersed in the past. And this is why I got addicted to MapleStory for the past few days. Our tangent somehow came around. But our tangent somehow came back around full circle. To a limited... We've completed the circuit. Job's done. To a limited degree, you feel the same way when you go back through your old disc archives, right? Right? Exactly, bro. Self-archaeology. Anime fandom before and around SAO. Before and after SAO. Do you think the anime fandom really changed too much before and after SAO? Do you really think it changed that much? I feel like it was... I'm not gonna lie, bro. It feels like... It feels pretty similar. Feels pretty similar if you ask me. All motorways lead to MapleStory. This is so true. This is so true. Oh, Eternal Shadow 3. Welcome. Thank you for the follow, bro. Thank you. Around KLK, SAO, and Attack on Titan, I would argue that it probably... I would argue it wasn't Attack on Titan season, at least not season 1. I would argue it's not that. I think it was Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer is the culprit. If you're genuinely asking me, I think Demon Slayer was the culprit. Oh no, it was Hero Aka! No, it was... No, Nosville, you are so true for this. Nosville, you are so true for this. It was Hero Aka. Hero Aka was the culprit. Wait. So true. Okay, so... It's the culprit of popularizing anime, right? The culprit of bringing anime into the mainstream. Like, yes, before then, we had Naruto. Yes. We had Naruto. Like, we had Naruto before then, but it just wasn't the same thing, you know? Like, we saw people who were super into Naruto, and it was still niche, right? Yeah, we had Dragon Ball Z back then, but it was still different. It was still different. You know what I mean? Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, and even Hero Aka had a negligent impact on anime culture. No, I would say, like, bringing in a lot of people who wouldn't necessarily be into anime. Your Name for sure was it. Wait, really? Oh, it was! Because Kimi no Na wa it had more general anime tropes in it, you know, anime culture tropes in it than Ghibli movies. It had more tropes in it than Ghibli films. Like, I'm talking about your run-of-the-mill seasonal anime with all of, like, the pitfalls of anime and all of the tropes in it, you know? I really wish I had the words to describe what I'm referring to right now. Like, I genuinely wish I genuinely wish I had the words to describe what I'm referring to right now, but like, it's what I call the Genshin Impact effect. You know, it's what I call the Genshin Impact effect. Like, people who aren't into anime, but they still use the anime aesthetic. Like, people who are... I really hate using this word because it implies an us against them mentality. But like, I can't think of another word. Okay, I genuinely can't think of another word, but normies. Yeah, it's... I hate using this word, right? I hate using this word because it's... I don't know how to describe the phenomenon that I'm thinking of. It's just sort of... The uninitiated, it's not exactly like people who aren't... How do I put this into words? Like, people who wouldn't necessarily be into anime, right? Like, it's... And I'm not saying this derogatorily. I'm not saying this derogatorily. I'm not saying it as like normie derogatory. I'm saying it normie descriptive. You know what I mean? People who are nerds. Yeah, it's like what mobile gaming did to gaming, right? Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like, it made it more accessible. There we go. That's a good word for it. It created accessibility into the culture, and I think Henpai is right. It was around Kimi no Na wa that made anime more accessible than the niche interest that it used to be, right? Yeah, honestly, no, it's not any specific anime that's the culprit. It's anime plus Twitter. I don't even think it's Twitter. I genuinely don't think it's Twitter. I think maybe it's just anime having existed for long enough, you know? Mobile gaming made gaming worse? I would argue otherwise. I would argue mobile gaming made gaming more accessible, and in turn, trends have changed in order to accommodate for this accessibility. Because now more than ever, like, more people are playing games than they were before, right? And similarly with anime, more people are watching anime than before. People who wouldn't necessarily be into gaming, people who wouldn't necessarily be into anime, right? Yeah, you think this is the hobbyist versus mainstream divide? Yeah. Absolutely. I think this is it. I think Nyunk has hit the nail on the head. Like, it was a turning point in the culture that turned anime from a hobbyist interest, a niche hobbyist interest, into a mainstream genre. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because saying it's a bad thing is reductive, and saying it's a bad thing is mean, okay? I think it's wonderful that more people can enjoy it, but it does dramatically change the culture. But the rise of social media and early streaming platforms across generations around the time of Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, and SAO definitely had a huge impact. Absolutely. The truth is that the people who grew up on Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh grew up. Maybe that's it. Yeah, actually, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just too young. Genuinely, maybe I'm just too young, and it's just a different culture. It's a different time, and it's less about anime culture in particular, and it's everything in the world, you know. Wahoo! This tangent spanned 2 whole wahoos. Wait, don't wahoos only refresh every hour? The movie Silent Voice is gonna win an award but lost, and you know who took that spot? Boss oh yeah, boss. Boss Baby. Oh, I remember the era of Boss Baby. You know, I kept ironically saying to my friends, hey guys, let's watch Boss Baby. And we never did. Oh. I remember. sorry, this is another completely unrelated tangent, okay? This is another completely unrelated tangent, but I remember when have I watched Isekai Suicide Squad? I have not. I will be completely honest with you. I have fallen off the anime wagon, and nowadays all I ever consume are the cute girls doing cute things genre. That's the only thing that I consume nowadays. And also relaxing things like Frieden. Is it a tangent or a non sequitur? If it's fully unrelated. It's less of a non sequitur. It's a tangent. It's a tangent. Am I hyped for Dear Friend? Yes. Okay, it's been a bit hard for me to get hyped for shows nowadays. I've turned into a bit of a casual watcher. I used to be the type of person that would watch every single show in a season. Like I would, or not every single show, but I would go down the My Anime list at the start of every season, and I would pick out a handful of shows that I would want to watch, and then I would have a friend. She was my sister's friend, but she became my friend. I have a friend, and then we would watch those shows. Episode by episode. We'll watch them separately, but then we would like come back to each other and we'd sort of like have thoughts and discuss those episodes together. Week by week, every week. And it would be like 6 shows. 6 or 7 shows every season that I did that with. And that's a time that I look back on quite fondly. You've pretty much stopped watching anime at this point. Yeah, I will be honest. I think I've gotten a lot pickier with the anime that I watch nowadays. I think I'm just suffering like a few years long burnout on anime. You know what I mean? Like the more this is a bad habit of mine, but the more popular culture talks about an anime, the less I want to watch that anime. Frieren was a little bit of an exception to that rule because Frieren was just that good. But like if there's something that I was a little bit interested in, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a bit interested in this show. And then I see the way that people on Twitter talk about the characters, and then I'm immediately like, okay, I no longer wish to watch this show. Okay, you have now ruined this show for me. Oh, new show that I enjoy and I watch one episode of? Oh boy, I'm enjoying this show. I go on Twitter and I see 10,000 Twitter artists and people being horny for this character and drawing them out of character. Suddenly I am no longer interested. Like this is also part of my hermit habit, right? Like I like to keep myself secluded a little bit from the rest of the world. You know what I mean, bro? I like to keep myself secluded, and I don't like feeling like other people are in my lane. And it's very selfish, you know. It's definitely a very selfish thing, but it's sort of, if I'm enjoying a show and I'm enjoying something, seeing other people talk about it in a way that I disagree with, I'm fine with that. But then if I see too much of it, I start feeling like, okay, time for me to pack up and go somewhere else. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? See, the issue is there is the habit of seeking community on Twitter. It's not even seeking community. It just comes across my timeline because it's a recent anime. It's a recent anime. Not a fan of off-model, out-of-character lewd art either. Absolutely. And also, mind you, a lot of lewd art out there. Like, I feel like it's very copy-paste. Okay, this is not a rant. I enjoy seeing tastefully spicy content. Okay, I enjoy seeing tastefully erotic content, mind you. But sometimes when I see erotic content on Twitter, it feels very copy-paste. It's sort of like, oh, there's the new hot anime girl of the season. I drew this big booby girl, and I'm just gonna like copy the face of this new girl onto this body template that I drew. and I'm gonna post it on Twitter, and I'm gonna call it a day. You know, yeah, and that's something that upsets me a little bit. But I will say, it's foreign. It makes me, and it's scary, and I don't like it. But hey, you know, there's people out there that enjoy it, so I'm not gonna yuck someone else's yum. Yeah. Like there are people out there that enjoy it. Yeah. Absolutely. Sometimes doing hard poses is really hard to think. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's only a certain amount of poses out there, right? But sometimes it just takes me a little bit out of it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you'll see someone who's basically ever draws one character for years too, though. Yeah. Are you talking about the Hyoka guy? I'm thinking about the Hyoka guy. Wait, not the Hyoka guy. I believe she's a girl. Yeah. Do you guys remember Hyoka? Do you guys remember Hyoka? That one KyoAni show from the mid 2010s? About the Kininarimasu. There is an artist that has been single-handedly. Yeah, the Hyoka guy. Yeah. On Twitter, there's someone who has been exclusively drawing that couple for like 10 years. The absolute dedication. You've said this before, erotic content has become stale. The quote-unquote stepsis has been a meme for like a decade now. I will tell you right now, okay? Erotic content is at its most sexy when it's in character and full of love. I said what I said. I like my erotica with a storyline. I don't even want to be horny by the time that this feels too personal. This feels too personal. I don't even want to feel a certain way when they engage in the fornication. I want to simply feel love and catharsis of, they finally made it. Oh, they love each other. And the fornication is simply an expression of their love. It's like reading a story, you know? Yeah. Emotional connection. You heard that? That's a woman thing sometimes, but you don't know if you believe that. I don't know. I don't know, right? Internet has said that it is a woman thing to prefer this, and I guess statistics have shown that more women statistically enjoy erotica over pornography. But, you know, There's a reason the free run cast is so popular. Yeah. The more you connect positively, the hotter it is. Yeah. And sometimes hotness isn't about how naked you can get. Sometimes hotness is about how charming you can be. You know? Charming. How did we get here, bros? How did we get here? How did we get here? Sometimes you'll see someone. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about anime. Yeah. We were. And talking about spicy art. Yeah, that's true. Had a good story and touches all the emotional spectrum, so it's all good. Something about fly fishing a while back. I'm sorry, we've completely lost the flow. I feel embarrassed. I feel like I'm supposed to be family friendly. But also I feel like it's a nice change of pace. You know, I mean, I'm not family friendly. What am I talking about? I make toilet potty humor, but like talking earnestly about this kind of stuff, it feels a bit embarrassing, you know. But yeah, I enjoy seeing a good story here and there. Was there a plot? I was supposed to play a video game tonight, actually, but it is in fact almost 12 o'clock. Since when? Oh, well, it's not in the stream title, and I didn't make a schedule, but I did post about it on Twitter, and I did say that I was gonna play a video game today. I will say though, this is a little bit of me being curmudgeonly, okay? I do not use the word curmudgeonly lightly. Now, put your hand up if you consider Neg Nass a prude. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Hello, Miss Streamer. I would like to order 3 hours of Tangent with game on the side. You got it, boss. We're almost at our 3rd hour. So sit tight, bro. Not particularly. No, a prude. Yeah. A prude. Prudish. Not a prune, which is a dried grape. That's very different. Yeah. Exactly. Nobody considers me a prude, right? Yeah. So, I will say, okay, now, with that out of the way, okay? I will say that I am not prudish, but I am about to dispense an opinion. TM. And you may not agree with this opinion. TM. Okay? A snood. I am about to dispense... I don't know if this is a popular or an unpopular opinion. Okay? I'm about to dispense it. I put the coin in the slot. It's going... The coin's turning. It's going clonk, clonk, clonk. I dislike the pornification of the internet. I dislike how the punchline of every joke is sex. I dislike how every new thing that I find out about, it's always sex. And that is an opinion, TM. Right? It's I don't know. I don't like it, bros. I don't like it, bros. Like really we're in a different internet. Really? I don't like the sexification of the internet though. Like say for example, like I've had, like, you guys have been around, right? You guys have been around Neg Nass's stream where like I come in, somebody new comes into stream and the first thing they comment on is my boobs, which like, and they're like, ha, you have a flat chest, and I'm like, by the way, I do not. Look at my shirt, look at my chest area for just as an observation, okay? Just as an observation. Like it's not flat, but like I guess, you know, that they're not used to breasts covered in shirt, you know? And it's sort of like it's sort of like you know, like I understand that it's a thing in VTuber culture and it's a thing on the internet to be very openly, immediately sex about things, but it's also like, man, it made me think for a second. Like I'm not saying that I'm offended. Okay, I'm not offended by it, but it did make me stop to think for a second, and I'm like, man, like that's a normal thing that just happens, huh? Like that's a normal thing that someone thought was normal, huh? You know what I mean? And then like it got me thinking, right? And I was scrolling Twitter. Scrolling Twitter. It's always scrolling Twitter. I'm telling you, it's the Twitter that gets you, right? I'm scrolling Twitter, right? And then like a lot of the posts are people casually mentioning sex things. You know what I mean? Or like casually being like people who I wouldn't even consider like very sexual people. They're like, ha, look at those boobs, or look at these thighs. Anyway, I'm gonna post thighs, or something like that. And it's sort of like, once again, it's not, I don't particularly think that it's a negative thing, but it's a thing that's making me think. I'm like, huh. Like, I didn't notice it before, but then once I start noticing it, I start noticing it more, and it's kind of like, wait, so everything's so sex by default, you know what I mean? Everything feels like I don't know if it's the spaces on the internet that I'm hanging out in, right? But it feels like everything has become sex by default. And now I feel trapped. I feel like I'm trapped in a cage with the sex written all over the world, all over the walls. Thinking is the one thing the modern internet does not want you doing, bro. It's like I looked up at the wall and I didn't know how to read, and I suddenly learned how to read, and the first thing I read is the word sex written in large letters on the wall. Yeah. Oh, VTuber culture specifically is really horny for some reason. Oh yeah, maybe it's the VTuber. Maybe it's the VTuber space. Maybe it's a VTuber brain rot. Maybe it's VTuber brain rot. Okay, I'll give it that. I will say though, I've been pretty disconnected with like larger VTuber culture, so I will say that it probably is a little bit foreign to me. You hate when you're watching a favorite VTuber of mine and the first time chatter comes in with something crude and they immediately get banned, so you don't stay mad about it for too long. Well, I guess like it's a thing. It's a thing that happens. It's a thing. You're a fan of she blank on my blank till I blank. Yeah, that format is quite funny. That format is quite funny. Like looking up in the sky and seeing the cloud that Augusta posted. Yeah, genuinely. Did I take the cat home? Oh, I did. We finished that game. Okay. I guess so. I mean, once again, right? I don't want to say that it's a bad thing because I don't think that it's a bad thing. I think it's good, actually, that people have a place to express sex. You know, but it's also one of the things where once you start noticing it, you don't stop noticing it, and it kind of becomes like a curse. So now I impart this curse upon all of you. Bibbidi bobbidi boo! You will now start noticing boo! Bzz. You're welcome. I feel like it's less of like, I feel like it's not a men thing. I don't think it's a men or a woman thing. I think it's a people thing. And granted, like, yes, I do think that growing up on the internet is making a lot of people desensitized to all of this stuff, and they start bringing it up in casual conversations a lot more often. But I guess it's just a people thing, you know. I think it's just a people thing. People like sex. What can I say? I felt dirty saying that. I mean, people like content that has erotic undertones. And I will say that I am not opposed to it. But I am. This is my opinion, right? This is just my personal opinion. But I am a little bit upset by the hornification of everything. You know what I mean? Because I do think that there is such thing as tasteful nudity, and nudity that is not supposed to be sexual, but because of I guess the casualness of internet horny posting, it's very easy for tasteful nudity to be misconstrued as horny nudity. Yeah. You can sort of curate your algos, but it's an all or nothing situation where if you let a tiny bit of lewd in, they overload you with it, which is a problem because you like a bit of lewd, but you don't want every feed on every platform to be constant titties. Oh, me too, Billy, me too. Me too. Jackal, welcome. Hey, welcome. I mean, I will admit I will admit an embarrassing thing to you guys, right? Like I've said this before. I have said this one to you guys before. So you know how the VTuber community as a whole is quite horny, right? In general. The VTuber community is quite horny in general, right? Like there was a period of time where I was actually really self-conscious that none of my community was horny posting about me, which now sounds very strange to say out loud. And I was like, oh man, that must mean they don't like me. Oh man, because all of the other VTubers out there, all of my friends have people horny posting about them. Why is nobody horny posting about me? Oh shucks, that must mean nobody likes me. When now I know, now I realize, oh no, people just like me in a different way. And I am no longer self-conscious about that. I am 0% self-conscious about that. You know, there is a time and place. There is a time and place for the horny, and the time and place is simply not here, I guess. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna read that comment out, Anuna Hatu. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but it's so funny. Thank you. Joru, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for the raid, Joru. Woohoo! I'm gonna give you a shout out so I can escape this tangent, because the tangent that I was on was getting awkward for me. Good evening, Joru. Welcome. I hope you had fun with Spyro Year of the Dragon, Year of the Joru, Year of the Sea Bun. We're stuck in the mines, Joru. Joru, did you know that I planned on playing a video game tonight, and it's been 2 hours and 50 minutes. It's been 2 hours and 50 minutes, and I haven't been able to stop going on my tangent. I haven't been able to stop talking. I'm stuck in the tangent mines, Joru. I'm stuck in the tangent mines and I can't stop talking. Like, we went through everything about nostalgia and then internet culture and what changed about internet culture and the popularification of internet culture and then the hornification of internet culture and then VTuber spaces and horny posting and like getting over insecurities and all that stuff. And now here we are. Thank you for the raid, Joru. I hope you had fun with your game. You leave me in the tangent mines? No! I was hoping you'd dig me out of the tangent mines! Hold on a second, I need to drink some water. Oh god, I'm like wearing out my throat finally on the day that I feel better. Okay, in the past I did, okay? In current day and time, I am perfectly comfortable in my own skin to... Okay? Listen. Amira, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, Joru, I'm not gonna hold you hostage. Please have a good time at work tomorrow. Office fun tomorrow. Everybody, please give Joru a follow. She is one of the very few people that my anxious brain in this day and age, I mean not day and age, in this current year that we have, she is one of the few people that my anxious brain feels safe and comfortable with. So please give her a follow. She is wonderful and she is able to make all of the most ancient brains. Anxious brains! Sorry, not ancient brains. Anxious brains. Peaceful and comfortable. This stream is like a deep dive into a mental scape mind palace. Wow. I thank you, bro. Thank you. That means I'm very good at articulating my brain. My brain waves are entering your ear holes as we speak. Or rather, as I speak. And she can Japanese. Yeah, she can! Joru, 本当にすごいよ。すごいよ、あいつは。超好き。Yeah, we have it to accept that we're ancient brains now. We're past US legal drinking age. Are we? You know, Australia's legal drinking age is 18, right? I can yap. Oh, I yapping this much. I missed yapping this much. And also Zippy, I know she's already gone, but as a formality, I want to tell her to take care and have a good time at work today. I'm sweating. I'm sweating a lot right now from yapping. So what game aren't we playing today? Today we are playing Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. I have that game downloaded and I have it ready, and I had it running actually for 30 minutes before I decided to close it because I knew our tangents would take a long time. I'm glad that you guys agree. Like, you know, actually, no. I'm glad that although you guys may not agree with every single one of my opinions, that you still like me. Or still tolerate me. Whichever one floats your boat, that you still like me. You know. Yeah, I enjoy hearing different perspectives as well. You're just mimicking me. Oh no. It's like I'm looking at a mirror. Take it away. Oh, you've had that on your wish list for a long. You might have to dip so as not to be spoiled. That's okay, bro. There's like I would say there's a 30% chance. There's a 30% chance that we might not even get to the game tonight. Make that 50. No, I'd say 30. Okay, I'm quite stubborn. Like I will play at least 1 hour of the game just to say, hey guys, we played a game today. So it's not technically just a chatting stream. Of course, if everyone hated each other, as soon as they found one thing they disagreed with, the whole world would be fighting all the time. Oh wait, it already is. No, genuinely, it is. Can I say though, bro? Can I say though, bro? When I was in high school, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. No, I have to. I didn't take my ADHD meds today. And I know that's not an excuse, but I will say, it's not dangerous to skip a day of ADHD meds, okay? It's not dangerous. I simply made the executive decision that it was too late at night for me to take it. Jiro Hayashi, thank you for the follow. Welcome. There was a period of time in my life where I did immediately abandon the first person. I mean, not the first person, where I did immediately abandon people who didn't agree with me 100%, because it's like I was always searching for the perfect friend. You know what I mean? I was very lonely as a kid, and as a bullied kid, or not really a bullied kid. What was it? I was a strange kid. Like I would be talking to a lot of people. I would be talking to a lot of people, and I would always be on the quest to find the perfect friend, someone who saw the world 100% the way that I saw the world, and I would get really happy. As soon as I found someone who was like, oh my god, she understands. Oh, she understands me. Oh wow. And I would like be so hopeful that this person understands me, and then they would say something that is completely contrary to my worldview, or like a little bit off from the way that I live my life, and then immediately I'll be like, oh, she's not the one. Oh, that's not the one. Sorry, can't be friends with this person. There are people out there for me. I want to be where the people are. I want to sit at the cool kids table. Because I would go on the internet and I would see groups of friends interacting with each other who are all into the same thing, and they would write fanfics together, they'll draw comics together, and they'll make AUs together, and they'll create things together, you know, they'll do projects together, and I was always too shy and too scared to reach out to the people that were doing all the cool things that I wanted to join in on. And so I would always be out there trying to find friends who wanted to do similar things with me. But those people didn't exist. And if they did, they would want to do things slightly differently from the way that I want to do things. And so I would just move on to the next people. And it was really lonely. And then I grew out of it. And now I have friends. The end. I'm trying to keep this tangent short. I did my best to keep the tangent short. Yeah, I grew out of that habit. The end. And now I have lots of friends. And now I'm very good at acknowledging different viewpoints. You can kind of relate, except that you are less rejecting of others. You suppose you miss the deep dives you used to go on with people who also understood. Yeah, like some of my most fond memories and times that forged the deepest of friendships for me with people were when they had OCs, they had original characters, and I would world build with them. I would world build with them all night, all day, all night, spend hours and hours and hours like talking about, oh, what if we did this? Oh, wouldn't it be cool if this character lived here? And like, oh, wouldn't it be cool? Oh, can you imagine like if the siblings had this kind of a dynamic? And then I would draw it into comics and everything. Like those times when I would have those times with people, those are some of my fondest memories. And I guess I was searching for that. Yeah, sharing tangents. Yeah, that sounds less like high standards and more like regular insecurity. Oh, insecurity that I would be rejected by people? So I would search for someone who's 100% exactly like me? Maybe. Maybe. You know, there's a part of me that still gets a little bit insecure when I find out that someone isn't like me, or someone does something differently to me, you know? I would get a little bit insecure as well, to be like, oh, what if the way that I'm living life is incorrect compared to them, you know? And it's a little bit hard. It's a little bit hard to go over that speed bump. But when you do go over that speed bump, it feels great. Well, sometimes I still get hit by it. Hey, would you guys be mad if I said that I'm getting a little bit sleepy? I hate this. I feel like a child that got the zoomies for 3 hours, and then suddenly at the end of my zoomies, I get sleepy. I feel like I got the zoomies for 3 hours, and now I'm sleepy. Sleep time, no game. All the energy expended, ready to sleep. You kind of expected it. 99% chance. I wanted to play video game. Oh, granted, it's the first day after I recovered from being really sleepy. Oh, I mean being really sick. It's the first day of recovery, and I feel like I fired off like a gun, and now I'm all out of shells. I'm all out of bullets. No, I didn't. If I wanted to play it, I would have already. Okay, but consider this. Riddle me this, Riddler. What if I wanted to play the game, but I just wanted to talk to you guys more than I wanted to play the game? I'm welcome to play it if I want. Was I ever diagnosed with autism? This development process I described is ringing many bells in your autistic brain. I was diagnosed with ADHD plus CPTSD, and I feel like with autism there's a lot in the middle of that Venn diagram, but I am fairly certain that I am not autistic. Because I feel like with a lot of neurodivergence, oh god, here it comes, oh god, here we go again with another tangent, here we go again, Neg Nass on a tangent. Okay, because I feel, please, I feel like like with a lot of... I can't take myself seriously when I start on a tangent. I feel like with a lot of neurodivergence, right? There's a lot of stuff that overlaps, and developmental issues, you know, do you like the tangent emote? It's supposed to look a bit like my eyes. It looks a bit like my eyes, but it's also a tangent line and a circle. It's so clever. Rinian made it. Like this is what I mean by clever visual design. Okay, this is a separate tangent, but there is such thing as clever visual design. Like it looks like a tangent. It looks like something. It's supposed to represent something, but it also looks like something else. Like that is the key cornerstone of very good visual design. And a lot of emotes are more often more so graphic design than they are illustration. Is this what this stream always is? Unfortunately, not really, no. Not really, no. Not always. Not always. I was quietly drawing the past 2 days, and I was very on topic. I was very on topic. It looks like the eyes we make when a new tangent we didn't ask for. Like, god damn it, you did it again. God damn it, I did it again. No, I'm so sleepy. But if I don't get this thought out of my brain, I'm going to explode. Anyway, like I said, I feel like with a lot of neurodivergence, developmental hardships come very often with a lot of them, which is why I guess somebody with autism, much like myself with a lot of undiagnosed ADHD when I was a kid, we may have very similar sort of developmental woes, because I guess like I don't know what it's like to be autistic because I am not autistic last time I checked, right? But I did have a lot of undiagnosed ADHD, and I was a very anxious kid, and so a lot of this seeking approval thing and seeking a safe space in somebody that knows 100% what you are talking about, and sort of like being averse to being hurt by people, you know, to finding out that they're not exactly like you. I feel like it speaks to a life experience where your neurodivergence got you hurt in your childhood sometime, and that ended up developing into a coping mechanism, and so it could manifest in the same way but be caused by a different thing. Yeah. And that is what I wanted to say about why there's so much overlap in symptoms, because a symptom is just a symptom, you know. There's a lot of things that can cause a bruise, or there's a lot of things that can cause a sore throat. Like, having a cold is very different from having emphysema. You know what I mean? I mean, having a cold and having emphysema has some overlaps. Like, you can be short of breath, you can cough a lot, but it's not necessarily the same thing, you know. Whereas kidney stones and appendicitis can cause very big tummy hurt. And food poisoning as well, right? Actually, kidney stones and appendicitis have a lot in common with each other. Now that I think about it. Have you guys ever thought about that? Kidney stones and appendicitis? and like, you know, similarly, things with your brain can also be similar in the same way, where instead of tummy hurt, it can result in anxiety. It can result in similar coping mechanisms, because at the end of the day, we are all monkey. I mean, I am not monkey. I am wolf with monkey brain. You have napped and woke up to me on a tangent. Yeah, what's new? You went to sleep with me on a tangent too. And at the end of this tangent, I just wanted to say, you know, just because I am not autistic, doesn't mean that... Wait, no. Just because you are autistic and I am not, doesn't mean that we can't find comfort in sharing, in having shared similar struggles with developmental, social developmental things growing up. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Please. I'm doing my best to be articulate without going off on another tangent. Ape together strong. I feel like I'm physically holding in a faucet right now. It is low-key uncomfortable. Especially as someone who's also on the autism spectrum, which I do know. My entire character development is one long tangent. You see, we do joke that Neg Nas's streams are therapy. 3 therapy, not real therapy. 3 therapy. It's therapy, which is not real therapy. But we talk about therapy adjacent things. Is it therapy for you? Is it therapy for me? Who knows? Is it therapy for the guy that's locked outside? Is it? Who knows? 3 therapy. No, not feral pee. Speaking of kidneys, you learned recently that when you're undergoing cancer treatment, the dead cancer cells get pissed out of your system. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that so much. I mean, if you think about it, that's why they tell you to drink lots of water when you're sick, right? So you can piss out the bad stuff. If you think about it, if someone is pissing, they are literally getting healthier. It's healthy to piss a lot. Piss a lot, like sir, piss a lot. Man, that's such low-hanging fruit. I don't want to go there. Yeah, or in your case, sweat out the bad stuff. Oh, what do you mean in your case? Yeah, wait, isn't sweating supposed to be your body's insulation? So at this point, we might as well start over. So about that Art Nouveau. I'm getting overwhelmed by so many thoughts that I want to have. The secret to health is just piss? Unironically, yes. But don't piss too much. But don't piss too much, okay? You have to replenish your water. So when you piss, you're not dehydrating yourself. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go get healthier. Take your time, little mustard puddle. Take your time. Wait, so why am I not on my meds again? Oh, because I waited too late tonight before I realized that I forgot to take my meds tonight. And I took my anti-anxiety meds, which kicked in mid-stream, I think you noticed. And with my anxiety meds and without my anti-ADHD meds, now I am zero anxiety. Well, no, not zero anxiety. Maybe like I was at like an 80% anxiety. Now I'm at like a 30% anxiety. I am 30% anxiety and 100% ADHD. BRB health reasons. I think I'm gonna say that instead of I'm going to pee. Minus 10 anxiety, plus 200 ADHD. It'll probably make people really concerned. No, I'm good. So just so you guys know, I take quite a low dose of dexamphetamine. I take 10 milligrams every day. I take 2 5-milligram pills, and so it's a very tiny amount. It's a very small amount. And so missing one day is fine, according to my doctor. In fact, she told me that on days that you don't have anything important to do, it's okay to not take it. Yeah, I didn't know I was chill like that. Yeah. ADHD meds are really chill. But, you know, just for the sake of life organization, I try to take it every day. Because, like I said before, every day is a new attempt at getting the day perfectly right. And granted, you know, I'm 2 months into every day a new attempt. But you know what? Tomorrow for sure, right? Tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna go for a run. Okay, maybe a run is a little bit too zealous. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna vacuum. I'm gonna vacuum the house. I'm gonna go to the bakery. I'm gonna say hi to Asta. And I'm gonna buy a bread. You can hear me starting to lose feel for the tangents. You fool! You are trying to make me anxious. I am not anxious. I took my anxiety meds. You can't psych me out. It's the unmeth meth, the semi-meth. You despise Adderall. It feels like rocket fuel. You despise the heavy burn to flame out aspect. I don't think I'm on Adderall. Like, I think I used to be on Ritalin. And I was on Adderall for a bit. But if I remember correctly, when I was on Adderall, it made me sleepy. Like, it made me really, 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 really sleepy all day. And I missed an entire week of school because I was just sleeping. Just all day sleeping. And I don't know if it was a teenagerism or if it was the meds. But yeah, I stopped being on Adderall. Oh no, you're saying I'm tired? Yeah, I am getting tired. I haven't been breathing much. Oh my god. Now that I breathed a little bit, I can actually feel the tiredness. Perhaps I should sleep, hey? I think I'm getting tired because I'm getting out of breath. Yeah, who needs exercise when you can just yap? Is yap another one of those Zoomer words, actually? I noticed that yap started getting very popular. And every time I saw the word yap, I would think of yip. Because yip, 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 yip. I'm a little yippy dog. Yeah, it's a new Zoomer word. It's a Zoomer word that I enjoy. We call that asphyxiation. I wish I had a carbon dioxide detector in my room that showed me the meter of carbon dioxide in my room. It's an old word that Zoomers may be resurrected. Okay, I enjoy that. I enjoy the resurrection. So is the heater there yet? Nope, I think Amazon lost my package and it's time for me to call customer support. Do I not have ventilation? I do. I just choose to keep my door closed, which is why some days during summer, if it's too humid, I choose to cancel stream because I talk a lot and I close my door and I close my window so none of my sound leaks, or very little of my sound leaks, and it can get kind of dangerous because I get short of breath. I would not survive in Southeast Asia. I absolutely would not survive in Southeast Asia. So you know how my family is like traveling back home to I guess like, you know, my mom's hometown to do like a funeral in late September. They're also talking about, oh hey, you know now that while we're there, why don't we go on a tour? You know, why don't we go on a tour? Ooh, let's go to Singapore. Ooh, let's go to the Philippines. Ooh, let's go to Malaysia, you know? and I'm just sitting here like, oh boy, I can't wait. But also at the same time, oh boy, humidity. I've heard the stories. But I can't wait to have durian though. I mean, we have durian over here, but apparently the durians over there are so much better. And so if we do end up going on that Southeast Asia tour, I'll let you guys know. But probably for the week that I'm away for the funeral thing, I probably will be completely offline for a bit, just you know, for privacy's sake. And I don't want to end up like saying something that's a bit too personal because it's gonna be a pretty intense time. And then once we're done with that, and if we do go on our Southeast Asia tour, I'll be like, hey guys, I'm in Malaysia. Check it out. This is durian. I think it'll be fine. Like, I don't know how I'll handle it, to be honest. Like, if I have to be completely honest, I don't know how I'll handle it because it's for my mum's parents, and while I wasn't super close to them, it's rough, you know. It's rough to see your mother go through things. Okay, I officially pull the plug on all of the tangents, and I'm going to promise you guys that tomorrow we are going to play video games. We are going to play milk outside a bag of milk, 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 outside a bag of milk tomorrow. So please make sure that you are there for the stream where I'm gonna play milk outside a bag of milk, 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 outside a bag